Good evening, Crusher fans, and welcome to Sargent Stadium at the Point for tonight's Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference matchup between the Penn Cambria Panthers and your McCort Carroll Crushers. You're watching the Crusher Sports Network. Hi, I'm Ralph DeMarco along with Jeannie Feathers, and we will be your hosts for tonight's game. It's senior night here at Sargent Stadium at the Point. We'll be recognizing all of the senior members of our fall sports teams and their parents. And we do want to thank our good friend Ian Lipinski, who does all the work behind the scenes, gets us on the air. And, of course, welcome to the Dream Team, the Stream Team, Jeannie Feathers.
Here we are, Ralph. Another night of fun football.
Well, I hope we have some fun, huh?
We have fun every week, no matter what, Ralph.
Now, Jeannie, somebody does sponsor our pregame show.
Yes, the McCort pregame show is sponsored by the Ryan Young Agency, supporting our local athletes. Wishing the McCort Carroll Crushers the best of luck this season.
Well, folks, as you tune into the game this evening, obviously you'll be able to watch it and listen, and that kind of changes the dynamics a little bit about how much we talk about formations and things like that, because you can see them, and we'll try to keep you updated on all that the very best we possibly can. But right now, it's time for our Coach's Corner with our head football coach, Tom Smith, and Tom Smith is with us right now. Well, fans, it now is time for our Coach's Corner, the McCort Carroll Crushers Coach's Corner with head football coach Tom Smith. Coach Smith, welcome to the Coach's Corner.
Hi, Ralph. It's a pleasure to be here, as always, in week 9 of the football season. And like I said, we've been doing this for some time, Ralph, and it's a pleasure to be here every week with you.
Well, Coach, it's no secret. We announced it last week. The McCort Carroll Crushers have now won 3 football games in a row, the first time since 2019, but have a huge football game ahead of them here against a quality opponent.
Yeah, this is a quality opponent in Penn, Cambria. We are very excited to play in this game tonight. The three game winning streak is fantastic. We've improved every week, in my opinion, in different aspects of the game. But the last 3, we've improved in all 3 aspects of the game, and it's gotten us to the point where we've been able to put a string of 3 together. We're going to try for 4. We have a tough challenge this evening, but we think that we've been able to get our feet under ourselves a little differently than we were able to at the beginning part of the season, and we're looking for an exciting game here this evening.
Well, Coach, what are your keys to the game? What do the McCort Carroll Crushers got to do to bump off Penn Cambria?
Well, Penn Cambria has an explosive offense, and that explosive offense is run by number 10, Brady Jones. Those 3 guys really make that offense tick and make
Okay. When you Good evening, Crusher fans, and welcome to Sargent Stadium at the Point for tonight's Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference matchup between the Penn Cambria Panthers and your McCort Carroll Crushers. You're watching the Crusher Sports Network. Hi, I'm Ralph DeMarco along with Jeannie Feathers, and we'll be your host for tonight's game. It's senior night here at Sargent Stadium at the Point. We'll be recognizing all of the senior members of our fall sports teams and their parents, and we do thank Ian Lipinski, our tech support, who works behind the scenes, and of course, it's the Dream Team, the Stream Team, Jeannie Feathers. Welcome, Jeannie.
It's a pleasure to be here once again today.
And
We're ready for a big game tonight.
And Jeannie, we do have someone that helps us get through this pregame show.
We
If you
sure
could tell our
do.
listeners,
And
okay?
our McCort pregame is sponsored by the Ryan Young Agency, supporting our local athletes, wishing the McCort Carroll Crushers the best of luck this season.
Well, Jeannie, as we move through our pregame show, we're going to get right to it with the Coach's Corner with head football coach Tom Smith, the head coach of the McCort Carroll Crushers. And it's that time. It's time for the Tom Smith Coach's Corner.
Well, fans, it now is time for our Coach's Corner, the McCort Carroll Crushers Coach's Corner with head football coach Tom Smith. Coach Smith, welcome to the Coach's Corner.
Hi, Ralph. It's a pleasure to be here as always in week 9 of the football season. And like I said, we've been doing this for some time, Ralph, and it's a pleasure to be here every week with you.
Well, Coach, it's no secret. We announced it last week. The McCort Carroll Crushers have now won 3 football games in a row, the first time since 2019, but have a huge football game ahead of them here against a quality opponent.
Yeah, this is a quality opponent in Penn, Cambria. We are very excited to play in this game tonight. The three game winning streak is fantastic. We've improved every week, in my opinion, in different aspects of the game. But the last 3, we've improved in all 3 aspects of the game, and it's gotten us to the point where we've been able to put a string of 3 together. We're going to try for 4. We have a tough challenge this evening, but we think that we've been able to get our feet under ourselves a little differently than we were able to at the beginning part of the season, and we're looking for an exciting game here this evening.
Well, Coach, what are your keys to the game? What do the McCort Carroll Crushers got to do to bump off Penn Cambria?
Well, Penn Cambria has an explosive offense, and that explosive offense is run by number 10, Brady Jones, number 9, Carter McDermott, and number 12, Gavin Harold. Those 3 guys really make that offense tick and make it run well, and they can score from anywhere on the field, and they're exceptional athletes. To date, those are the 3 best offensive players that I've seen on the field at one time in any opponent that we've faced. They're very, very good. They're very, very explosive. And like I said, they can score from anywhere on the field. So they have the ability to stretch a defense, really stretch out a defense, both horizontally and vertically. And that presents a lot of challenge for what we're trying to do to stop them. We need to try to hold them at bay, keep them in check, and if we can do that and have success, I believe we can compete with them and have opportunities to win the football game.
Well, Coach, it's no secret that Penn Cambria has been a juggernaut offensively last year and through this year. It's just kind of like they just keep replacing bodies and keep getting it done. Any other thoughts that we need to do as a football team to win this football game?
Like I said, they're a quality opponent. They're 7-1 for a reason. And so we need to continue to progress with the development of our offense. The last few weeks, we've been able to move the ball with success. One thing that we've been developing with our youthful quarterbacks is that they're checking in and out of plays at the line of scrimmage, and we have not done that before. And I know that over the last few weeks, you've seen that we've been running the no huddle offense, and we think that that's given our quarterbacks a little bit of an edge to come out, look at what the defenses are in, and then be able to change plays accordingly. And they've gotten better at that every single week, and so we need to continue to develop that kind of those pre-snap reads at the line of scrimmage, and be able to move those forward and continue to grow off the success that we've had doing that. And then finally, Mr. DeMarco, we need to be confident in our ability to compete with good teams in the Laurel Highlands. I believe that we've taken some steps to do that. I've been trying to tell the kids for weeks now. When you have a youthful team, it's hard to kind of get this through to them that you can compete with anybody if you continue to work hard and good things happen to you. And we've had good things happen to us the last 3 weeks that have enabled us to get our feet under us. And we've been able to continue to grow as an offense and defense and really, really get better on special teams as well. So with that being said, I believe that we are able and ready to take the steps needed to beat a good football team in the Laurel Highlands.
You know, Coach, we're going to finish with what we always finish with. We talk about turnovers, and something that with turnovers, the defense creates turnovers, but the offense has to turn that into points. And in the last 3 weeks, that combination has worked well together, where the defense has created turnovers, the offense comes on the field, and they turn it into points. And that's a real positive thing for our football team.
Yeah. Right now, when you look at our defense as a whole and that turnover ratio, it's definitely favoring us. But what we've been able to do is create matchups on defense that favor our defense, that have enabled us to make some splash plays. Eli Zazadny is playing at a very high level right now, and he has for the most part all season. He has been able to get in there. He's harassed quarterbacks. He stops plays at the line of scrimmage. He is all over the field. Last week, I watched him defeat a screen play at the line of scrimmage, and it was just an amazing play to watch him to be able to compete like that and get after the football in an open space and make a play. Caleb Rodriguez has been another guy that's been on the defensive line, has been an absolute wrecker. He's hard to trap. He's hard to get around. He's hard to move. And teams that put a lot of attention on him, which has led to the development of a young player in Rocco Fetzko. We moved him into the nose tackle position. And I'll tell you what, people have not been able to double team him because they've been worried about Eli and Caleb. And so he is beginning to develop, made some big plays the last 2 weeks up front on the D-line. He has been able to develop. Now, when you look at the D-line as a whole on defense, by those guys getting the attention that you need to give them as an offensive line coach, that helps those guys in that 3-3 stack that are playing linebackers because they can't get on them. And so they've been able to run free and make some big plays like you've seen the last 3 weeks. So we're excited about the development of that bunch and in the direction that they've gone not just the last 3 weeks, but really all year. They've been pretty solid defensively, but they're getting better and better and putting our offense in a position to have success, which is exactly what we want.
Coach, I want to thank you for joining us on the Coach's Corner, and we want to wish you the best of luck against Penn Cambria.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and appreciate being on the show, and I appreciate all the Crusher fans that have been supporting us. We've been getting a lot of viewers on this on the CSN, the Crusher Sports Network, the last few weeks, and it's been a pleasure to provide that service for everybody this year and its first year in existence online. So I appreciate all the hard work behind the scenes with everyone we have that have put this together and have got it going. And this is just going to get bigger and bigger, and it's something that we're looking to do into winter sports as well. But Mr. DeMarco, we're not done yet. We're alive and well in Week 9, and we're going to be alive and well in Week 10. And this football team's going to have its opportunity in Week 10 to find its way into the playoffs, and we're looking very much forward to that. But it starts tonight. Let's get this win and get ourselves a higher seed and get ready to go. Thanks, guys. Have a great evening.
And many thanks to Coach Smith. We're going to get right into Coach Felis's keys to the game. I had a chance to talk to him this week. Coach Felis, the head coach at Penn Cambria. His keys to the game: protect the football, turnovers. Everybody starts with that. Control the tempo of the game. Don't let McCort control the tempo of the game. Stop the run on defense and run the ball effectively on offense. Cut down on penalties and play smart. And the Crushers with turnovers are at actually plus 10. And Penn Cambria is at plus 13, so something's going to give there. And Jeannie?
There's two things you worry about or you watch for in football, and that is turnovers and the scoreboard.
And I'm going to give you Ralph's key to the game. We have to compete up front. We have to be able to play tough up front in the offensive and defensive lines. And so with all that being said, we're hoping that Sunshine Jill can bring some sunshine to the stadium tonight. Sunshine Jill with the game night weather report.
Why, hello, Jeannie and Ralph. I'm not sure that I can bring the sunshine tonight. Tonight's a rainy night. It's been on and off rain for the next 4 hours, so I don't know that we're going to have a real sunny evening. No moon out, no stars out.
Dark evening.
But you know what? I think we're going to be hoping for a Crushers win tonight.
Yes, we are.
And it's about 51 degrees right now. It's going to stay about that same temperature the rest of the evening. So that's it. But I do want to say one thing about tomorrow evening.
Woohoo!
Bishop McCort High School will be having an LCR night to benefit the girls and boys basketball.
I'll be there. How about you, Jill?
I'll be there. Ready to
I
go.
Can't wait. It's so much fun.
It'll be a lot of fun. So if anyone's interested in coming, there's tickets at the door. Doors open at 6 o'clock.
Doors open at 6 and the fun starts at 7.
That's right. Let's go, Crushers.
Anytime Sunshine Jill's around, the fun happens immediately,
That's
Jeannie,
right.
okay?
That's right. I bring the fun wherever I go.
Well, Jeannie, anything that you want to take care of in the moment before we move on, because it's going to get close to kickoff here very shortly.
I sure do. It's another exciting season of high school football, and the McCort Carroll Crushers are ready to roll. McEnany Brothers is proud to support the Crushers and their long-standing sports tradition. Show everyone that pride, loyalty, and tradition is the Crusher way. Good luck to the players, coaches, and all of McCort Carroll football from McEnany Brothers. Go Crushers from your friends at McEnany Brothers. You know what, Ralph, as we do every time we have an event or an assembly or anything, we always begin with a prayer. So at this time, I'd like to tell everyone our sportsmanship prayer for this week. Strong and faithful God, the giver of the fullness of life, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless these athletes, coaches, officials, and all gathered here. Keep these young people safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. Lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom, where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. And as we get close to kickoff, we'd like to let you know who our officials are for this evening's game. The officials on tonight's game: Dave Dybert, Tony Hutzel, Mark Serkey, Jason Worrell, Kyle Flick, and Brian Wazlewski.
Well, there you go, Ralph. You're pronouncing all those names pretty good, I got to say.
I have to practice them now.
I know.
Now our McCort band is on the field, and they're going to play the national anthem and the alma mater. And Jeannie, we're going to just lay back and let them do their thing.
Be respectful.
Great job by Miss Y.
Miss Y and the band.
Just good stuff. Jeannie, real quick, our stick crew for tonight will be Bill Statsco, Steve Petro, Bill Ingram, and Rick Phillips, and we do appreciate them being involved and helping out the program and being one of the best stick crews around for sure.
Absolutely.
Jeannie, anything else you want to share before I move on?
Absolutely. We wanted to thank the Laurel Auto Group. It's another exciting year of Crusher football, and the Laurel Auto Group is once again cheering from the sidelines. Each year, Laurel is proud to support the Crushers and wish all of the players the best of luck for a successful season. Pride, loyalty, and tradition ring true both on the field and off. The Laurel Auto Group, with 7 locations and 10 brands, ready to serve all Crusher fans. Bishop McCort Catholic High School and the Laurel Auto Group, a winning combination.
Well, the officials are on the field. The cheerleaders have made the gauntlet to bring the Crushers on the field tonight. I know they always work on those banners tonight, and this one is all about senior night, and we appreciate all the efforts of our cheerleaders and Coach Walker and his staff as well. Just for our listeners, the teams that were announced right now before the game were football, student trainers, band, and cheerleaders, and I'm fairly certain that at the half it's going to be cross-country, golf, soccer, and tennis will be announced, and we'll talk more about that when we get close to halftime. Of course, thank yous all around to Chuck Tarrick, the AD at Penn Cambria, and Nick Felis, the head football coach at Penn Cambria, and of course our own Mike Bako, who we refer to affectionately as Shake and Bakes Bako, okay? And he just gets us organized. He's got everything we need, and we appreciate and we thank him very much for that as well. Jeannie, any thoughts before we get into this whole thing?
Well, my keys to the game would be we have to come out strong. We have to look like we're going to dominate from the very start. First 3 minutes of this game are going to prove a lot to the other team. So the strength is going to be in that. So That's my take on what's going to happen here.
Well, you must have been talking to Coach Hornick, because when we get on offense, we'll talk about what he had to say. You guys almost had the identical same words, okay? The Tribune pickers, they picked Penn Cambria across the board. Here come the Crushers onto the field. And the cheerleaders are right in there with them, and it's good stuff. Penn Cambria just came onto the field, and we're ready to get this clash going. But the Tribune pickers, of course, they all picked Penn Cambria, and I in some way you can't blame them for that. All right, I mean, they come into the game at 7-1, and we do thank the Tribune Democrat and Mike Mastovich. We use their stats a lot, along with our stat guy Sean Westner. So we do appreciate that. And while I'm going through these pregame thank yous, Don Stanton on the clock, Mike Shellhammer, the voice of the Crushers over there. Look at him. He's even waving to us, okay? Sean Westner, our stat guy, John DeFazio. Anytime I ask John, he suddenly appears in the press box like magical.
Like magic.
It's magic,
and
okay?
What a crew we have in this press box tonight. We have John DeFazio, we have Fran Zima. I mean, they're all coming out of the woodwork.
We got three ADs. Schedules could break out here now very shortly.
I'm a little afraid.
But Donnie and Mike and Sean Westner and Mr. DeFazio, and I thank Mr. DeFazio, because anytime I stop in his room in the morning and I say, hey, can you find this for me? Or can you find that for me? He gets on it. He does a great job with all that.
They're great guys, really good guys. Sorry, I had to step away for a second. No, I think they've now put me a little bit on the coaching staff.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Jeannie, we're going to kick off, and of course, we're going to have the ceremonial toss of the coin here. But for all those watching, I'm just going to give it away. It's 6:30. We always talk about that's the real toss of the coin. This is kind of ceremonial, but at 6:30, at the toss of the coin, our McCort Carroll Crushers won the toss and deferred, which means we're going to kick off, and then we'll receive the kickoff in the second half. We're going to kick with the scoreboard on our back, because the old football adage, you want in that second quarter, you want your quarterback and your offensive coaches to be able to see that scoreboard and any other players that you have on the field. So that's how the toss of the coin worked out. And our good buddy Father Crookston, he's down there eavesdropping a little bit and gets us that information, and we appreciate that very, very much. And talking to Coach Santoro this week, our special teams coach. We'll talk. We'll give out his cheeseburger awards from Bellefonte later in the show, but he's worried. What his concern is they've got some great return guys, both Carter McDormand and Gavin Harold, who are just great return guys. And don't be shocked if we kick it away from them, but he just believed that the punt coverage and the kick coverage really got to do a great job here this evening. And probably one of the things that we'll see punting and kicking the footballs, maybe kicking away from those guys, Jeannie.
Oh, yeah. I think that we're going to see a lot of tricky moves tonight. I think that we're going to be pulling a lot of things out of the playbook to make this all happen.
And right now it's just a mist, and I think that when Sunshine Jill comes up here, the weather does whatever she wants it to do.
She pretty much controls the weather.
Oh, God bless her. And Coach Santoro, when he sends me these special teams packets, it always says, don't give up the ship. Let's not give up the ship. Get on your feet wherever you're at. Put your hands together. Send positive energy to the Crushers here this evening. Let's get the job done. Let's make it happen.
Everybody's huddled up, getting ready. The officials are all taking their place as the teams get ready to head onto the field. I'm really excited about tonight. Let me just take a moment to thank another one of our sponsors, Dr. John Walker. You can feel the excitement in the air. It's time for Friday Night Lights and high school football. Dr. John Walker Family Dental Center at 307 State Street. Cheer on the McCort Carroll Catholic Crushers. Good luck to all the players, coaches from Dr. Walker and staff. Have a great season and enjoy each minute. Dr. John Walker Family Dental Center, proud sponsor of Bishop McCort Catholic High School.
And keep in mind that we will have the Harris Funeral Home Players of the Game when we wind down our broadcast tonight. Kicking off will be number 26, Lucas Connor. He's having a banner year. When he does kick away, it goes down to about between the 10 and 15-yard line. He's kicking from the left hash, right-footed kicker, and he kicks it from left to right, and it bounces. Oh, my goodness gracious, we almost got it. What I mean, he's getting
That was
that thing
close.
down where he puts it down there. It hits on about the 30-yard line, and Ferguson was right there, and he almost one-handed, and that's a live ball. We'd have had it, but the Panthers are going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line, I believe. Okay.
And we're going to be kicking off the first quarter, sponsored by Slovenian Savings and Loan Company. Big enough to serve you and small enough to care since 1915.
And the starting defense, now they respotted the ball. Oh, please don't start this way, guys, okay? Like, they're saying it went out of bounds unless there was a penalty of something. Oh, yeah, you know what? Kicking it out of bounds is a 5-yard penalty. I didn't see any flags come out, though.
No, I didn't either. No flags, but
sometimes
they
that
took their
happens.
penalty, yeah.
Penn Cambria in a shotgun, and he takes it down. Number 11 and number 10, the quarterback.
75 makes the tackle, Eli Zadney.
And number 10, the quarterback, Brady Jones. And we'll be talking about the stats. And Penn Cambria it's all about hurry up. It's like, get on the ball. Let's go. Let's not play around. We've got our work cut out for us tonight. There's the handoff to number 2 for Penn Cambria. That's Thomas Plunkett.
And Brody Lansendorfer
making the tackle. Our starting defense, and we're going to try to get him in because Penn Cambria is going fast. We've got Dressick and Ferguson and Bainey, McCort, D'Elia, Stevens, Lansendorfer, Faribault, Zadney, Rodriguez, and Fetko, our starting defense here this evening for our McCort Carroll Crushers.
Again, Lansendorfer makes the tackle.
Lansendorfer off to a strong start here this evening for the Crushers. Penn Cambria does get another first down, and they're moving it, and the clock is running 11:03, 11:02. 35 seconds on the play clock. Penn Cambria on the ball on the right hash. 2 receivers to the wide side, 1 to the short side, and he was looking to go to the short side, and he's just number 10. He ends up throwing away. He took a heck of a shot from Shaquille Ferguson, and Brady Jones just pops right up from that, but Ferguson was all over that. So now it's going to be 2nd and 10, the ball on the Crushers' 35-yard line.
Those Panthers aren't wasting any time on the line, are they? Boy,
no.
They're not. It's a quick offense.
Defense they gotta make a stand here. They just can't let them just run it down the football field. We talked about competing in the pregame show, and we got to compete. We got to compete up front. We got to make things happen. So 2nd and 10, the ball on the McCort 35-yard line. We got motion going right to left. They faked the jet sweep, and there's a big 55.
Caleb
Rodriguez jumps the quarterback. He faked the jet sweep going left to right, kept it, was going to run left, and Rodriguez was having none of that. It's 3rd down and 12, and Donnie Stanton, I always kid him that they moved the clock operator. I said he's on house arrest over there, okay? 3rd and 12 for the Crushers. Keep competing up front. We talked about that. We got
flag on the play.
I'm just wondering if the play clock. They got the illegal motion.
Yeah, there was a guy running.
Well, what happens is he was in motion, but somebody else had to move, and that's the penalty because you can't have 2 guys in motion. And just, Jeannie, for clarification, like if your whole backfield moves together at one time, like they shift into a foot, that's legit. But if somebody's in motion, no one else can move because then you got 2 guys, and they can't do that.
Gotcha.
3rd and 17. There's the snap. There's the fake. Little. Oh my gosh.
Number 4 got it.
Number 4, Jonathan D'Elia. The ball bounced off the receiver's hands. It went up. D'Elia did the whole tip drill, and the Crushers take over, turnover, and turn it into points.
Turnovers are big.
And with that being said, because the Crushers are going to look like they're going to move the ball here, and I'm going to try to get into what Mr. Hornick sent me about his thoughts on what the offense needs to do. And Jeannie, he just said what you're saying. We're playing a very good team, well-coached football team. They have some young guys, but have culture they built the last few years. They're riding high at 7-1, and we'll finish it up after this. We're in the shotgun, empty backfield motion left to right, handed off to number 4 on the jet sweep, and a great defensive play by Thomas Plunkett for Penn Cambria from his linebacker position, and throws us for a big loss. It's going to look like about 2nd and 10, well, 2nd and 17. But going back to what Mr. Hornick says, he believes that our offense has to strike fast early and shock them. He wants to shock Penn Cambria. Right now they are a little bit shocked, and we'll see if our offense can dig out of this hole. And it's the fake the jet sweep, and Bainey keeps it, and Penn Cambria is all over it. Number 21 for Penn Cambria, Johnny on the spot, Derek Height.
And that was Grant Faribaugh.
Was that Faribaugh? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, and to finish, Coach Hornick, he says we're still playing for a playoff spot. They got to communicate up front and match up to defeat Penn Cambria's pressure, and they've got a great chance, and they believe, and there's a lot to play for yet this season. The playoffs, and we're going to talk about that, but if it ended tonight, the Crushers would be in the playoffs. 3rd and 18. Faribaugh in the gun. Bepler picks up the blitz. Pass to number 8 for the Crushers, Bentley Bainey, and ran a nice little, what they call a skinny post or a slant, depending on what college you went to play football. But that's going to bring up 4th down and 10, and this is a classic case. Our punter is number 17, Luke Repko, averaging 34.8 yards. And deep for Penn Cambria is number 12, and that's Gavin Harold. And he and oh my gosh, I thought he was going to fake it.
I thought he was too.
But it was a little what they call like a little run right kind of punt, and great coverage, and that's down by I believe number 21 for we don't. No, that's Toby Biquette that was down there. And he's down the ball inside the 5-yard line. Just a great punt.
Great punt.
And right now, everything that McCort would hope that could happen, whether it's offense, defense, or special teams, it's happening. But we got to capitalize. We got to get some points from it. So it's 1st and 10. The ball on oh my gosh! Did they say it went in the end zone? That he didn't down it? I thought he definitely downed it. Well, anyway, okay. So it's 1st and 10 for Penn Cambria. They're going to run it right up the guts. And running hard is number, I believe, number 2, Thomas Plunkett for Penn Cambria. Wrestled down by number 75, Eli Zazadny, and they pick up the 1st down. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if they're saying the ball went in the end zone or not. It's 2nd and 10. The ball on Penn Cambria's 26-yard line. They're going left to right in this first quarter. And there's the snap and the handoff running the same play. And again, and to the same guy, Thomas Plunkett, and the same guy makes the tackle, number 75, Eli Zazadny. And I will tell you this, Zazadny has really been playing some good football these last 4 weeks or so.
He's strong. He's a strong defender.
And Brody Lansendorfer and Rodriguez and competing. They're competing up front. It's 2nd and 6, the ball on the 30-yard line. Roland Wright is the quarterback. He puts it on the money. That's number 10, Brady Jones, but the receiver, number 9, Carter McDermott, who's a sure-handed guy. It bounced right out of his hands, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. The ball on the 30-yard line. Penn Cambria on the left hash. That's the hash furthest from their sidelines. And in the shotgun, there's the snap. Back to pass. He's looking. It's intercepted. Number 4 for the Crushers. Jonathan D'Elia was on a blitz from his outside linebacker position, and who picked it off? You guys get a number on who picked it off? We're all trying to figure it out, huh? We're going to try to get the number on who picked it off.
60.
Number 6 for the Crushers, Brady Page picked that.
60.
Oh,
Lansendorfer.
Brody Lansendorfer. We just talked about those guys.
Yeah, we did.
Now we got our second turnover, and we got to turn it into points, okay? We're in the gun. Bepler sidecar to the right for Faribault. 2 receivers to the wide side, a tight wing to the wide side. There's the snap. Give it to Bepler going right to left. He's going to turn the corner here. Oh, he just gets tripped up by number 9 for Penn Cambria, Carter McDermott. Just Johnny on the spot, or Bepler would still be running. He'd be running to get out of soda. He'd be like running right out of the stadium. Goodness gracious. So he picks up about 3, maybe 2.5. It looks like a 2nd and 7.
There's a lot happening in this first quarter.
And both teams are playing real fast, and we got to move fast here, Jeannie. Now we got a penalty. And they're moving the ball back.
And it is a Crusher first down. It's a Crusher first down sponsored by Don and Aaron Colvin with Remax Power Associates.
Yeah, so it's first down and 15 now with the 5-yard mark off. There's the snap to Faribault. He's looking down the field. He's got a guy wide open. It's Shaquille Ferguson. Yes. Touchdown, Bishop McCort.
That's what we needed to do, Ralph. Come out strong.
And Ferguson ran a great little post corner route and beat the safety, and Faribault was patient. And the great thing is the protection was there, and we've been talking about competing up front, and we're doing it. It's 6-0 Bishop McCort with 6:06 left in the first quarter on this PAT. The kicker's number 26, Lucas Connor. He's 13 for 13 on PATs, 4 for 7 on field goals. The snapper is Hildebrand, and the holder is Kutschkel. Snap, hold, kick, 7-0 Bishop McCort, 6:06 left in the first quarter.
That's great.
And it's moving so fast, I didn't really get a chance to name the offensive starters for McCort, but I'm going to do that now.
Go ahead.
Faribault, Bepler, Ferguson, D'Elia, Baquette, Bainey, Zazadny, Rodriguez, Fetzko, Lansendorfer, Tommy Allschutz. I always get that one wrong.
Allshoe.
Oh, okay.
Allshoe.
I'm sorry, Tommy. I apologize. Dressick, Nick, Shaquille Ferguson, and Bentley Bainey. So just a lot of good stuff happening.
Yeah.
And the game is moving so fast that I don't know, Jeannie. I got to get lighter on my toes or something here. I can't keep up with it. It's moving so fast tonight.
And it's best wishes to the McCort Carroll Crushers for a successful football season from HF Lens Company. From kickoff to the end, play representing the pride, loyalty, and tradition of past Crusher teams. HF Lens Company providing a full range of engineering services to the Johnstown region and beyond for over 76 years. Proud to be a sponsor of Bishop McCort and McCort Carroll Catholic football.
And that, with that extra point, Lucas Connor is perfect on the season, 14 for 14. And we're going to see how he kicks this one. We're on the left hash. And he's going to kick it down that sideline again.
He likes that.
It's fielded on the 30.
Whoa.
Johnny on the spot. It
was picked up by
Derek Height, number 21, fielded the punt, but Johnny on the spot was Shaquille Ferguson, and Shaquille's off to a pretty darn good football game as well. And he's fired up, and the Crushers are fired up. 7-0 Bishop McCort, 6:02 left in the first quarter, and Penn Cambria on their own 29-yard line, 1st and 10 on the left hash. In the shotgun, running backs both ways, 2 receivers to the wide side. There's the handoff, and it's number 12 is Gavin Harold, and he's brought down from behind, I believe, by number 4, Jonathan D'Elia. And for all you fans that want to compare scores, we lost to Central Cambria 15-10. Penn Cambria beat them 38-6. We lost to Chestnut Ridge 35-7. Penn Cambria beat them 15-12. And after this play, we'll get back to that. There's a handoff going up the guts. There's about 3 or 4 Crushers are in the middle of that, and that's going to bring up a third down and looks like about 4 yards. They're resting on their 36. Bishop McCort, we lost to Richland 35-16. Penn Cambria lost to Richland 26-21. And Penn Cambria beat Westmont 39-0, and we beat Westmont 14-13 for those people who like to compare scores. So there you have it.
I think they got the first down that
Penn
time.
Cambria just running up right into the line of scrimmage off the left side of their offensive unit, and they pick up the first down. It's 1st and 10. The ball is resting on the 40-yard line. The right hash, that's the hash closest to the Penn Cambria sidelines. 7-0 Bishop McCort in a fast-moving first quarter. In the shotgun, there the ball snap, looking for that quick. This time he's number 10, Brady Jones, delivers it right on the money for Carter McDermott, and Nicholas Dressick was the guy, Johnny on the spot, making the tackle. Jones, the quarterback, is 74 out of 115 on the season, 1,280 yards, 17 TDs with only 3 interceptions, 160 yards per game. And there's the handoff, and the Crushers are having none of that. Rodriguez, he made penetration and kind of didn't make the play, but he slowed the play down, and then you find 74 and 34 for the Crushers. Rocco Fetzko and number 34, Luke Stevens coming in there and making some plays. The Crushers in their conventional 3-3-5 defense. Now they shift out of it and put a linebacker, and they're double covering number 9. They don't want him to get the ball again. They got him bracketed, and they can't find anybody. What a great play again by number 6. That's Brady Page. Brady Page, a freshman. 5'7", 159 pounds, playing some good, tough football out there for the Crushers. What a great play. But what happened, Jeannie, is they took the outside linebacker after Penn Cambria started their cadence, and they brought Ferguson, and he, on number 9, Carter McDermott, he played bump and run, and we had him double covered with a safety behind. And they're saying, you know what, we're taking him out of the game. You got to beat us with somebody else if you're going to beat us.
Nick Pruce is in for Caleb Rodriguez on the line for the Crushers.
Yeah, the Crushers are very aware of what receivers that they want to take out of the game here. That time they were doubling up on number 3, Marcus Lilly, one of the backup receivers on the team. And that's going to bring up 4th down for Penn Cambria, and they're going to punt the football again. In punt formation is number 86, Gabe Irving. He's a left-footed punter and 32.5 yard per average. And when you get those left-footed punters, it's a little bit different how you attack them. Back deep was Ferguson. Makes a smart play. Fair catches it on about the 9.5 yard line, knowing that Penn Cambria's coverage team was there, and there's a chance they're going to down it inside the 5.
Yep.
And he probably saved us 4 or 5 yards and gave us a little bit of operating room. And Ferguson is doing all the right things right now, and I just hope he keeps doing it. I get a chance to chat with him during the week, and he's excited that they've been able to put 3 wins in a row, and they're pumped up for this game. And I believe that Coach Hornick's words have come true as well as yours. You shock them. We've shocked them, and we're off to a fast start, and we got to keep doing it. 2:37 left in the first quarter, 7-0 your Crushers. Beppler handoff running right. He cuts it back. Beppler cuts it back. Oh, number 7, Blake Nadolski for Penn Cambria. That play was going to go a long way. He made a great tackle on Beppler. Yeah. Beppler was running right. It was sealed off. He fights back to his left, and number 7 for Penn Cambria was there to make the stop. Clock running, 2:12, 2:11 in like I said, a very fast-moving first quarter here from Sargent Stadium at the point. I think Sunshine Jill, she kept the rain away a little bit. It's a little misty, but it's not raining as hard as it was when we were announcing seniors. In the Faraball's in the shotgun. He's back to pass.
No.
He eludes a potential safety, and he he brings it out over the 15-yard line. Looked like number 52 for Penn Cambria. Preston Fireball was going to make a play, and he was able to elude him. And what looked like a disaster, he turned into something positive, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 3. The ball resting on the 15-yard line, and now got to make some substitutions. It looks like number 4. Jonathan D'Elia has an equipment situation, so they got somebody on to get him squared away. We're on the left hash. We got trips to the wide side of the field. Faribault in the gun. We got motion going right to left. We fake motion. Faribault keeps it up the middle, and Faribault is able to get it out over the 20-yard line. And, one of my keys to the game, Jeannie, was compete up front in the offensive and defensive lines, and the Crushers are doing that, but they got to keep the pedal to the metal. They got to keep doing it. And Coach Hornick calling a really good game to this point, keeping Penn Cambria a little bit off balance, Jeannie.
And it is a Crusher First Down sponsored by Don and Aaron Colvin with Remax Power Associates.
Well, Penn Cambria not having any of that play. They got that thing, 4 or 5 guys, Johnny, on the spot. So that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10, no gain. There's 29, 28, 27 seconds on the game clock. And they could actually let it run out because the play clock is behind the game clock. So they can let it run out, go to the other end of the field, and start the second quarter.
While they're moving and deciding which way they're going, Nico's Restaurant on Scalp Avenue in Richland would like to wish the best of luck to McCort Carroll Crushers. From sushi to Italian to homestyle American, Nico's has a menu item that is sure to satisfy any appetite. You'll never be disappointed. Nico's Restaurant owner is a class of 1986 alumni and proud to be a sponsor of McCort Carroll Catholic football.
And Jeannie, while we're making the transition, going to opposite ends, our halftime guest is Fran Zima, the longest tenured athletic director in the history of Bishop McCort Catholic High School. Mr. Bako came up. We want to say hello. You only need to go 32 more years to be the longest tenured athletic director. Keep working it, brother. Keep working it. Thanks for everything, Mr. Bako. You do a great job. So we're switching ends here. I'm having a hard time. I'm going way too fast, Jeannie.
I know.
Actually, I'd like it to go really fast and end at 7-0.
Hey, that would be an okay thing.
We'd be happy as larks, wouldn't we?
It'd make me happy.
I'll be happy as well. Sunshine Jill over here, she's nerved out a little bit. She's pumped up. She's excited, man. She's ready to rock and roll. So the Crushers are going to take over it's 2nd and 11, ball in the 22 as we switch ends. The Crushers will now be moving toward the scoreboard in the second quarter, which is good for the quarterback and the offensive coordinator and those coaches who have to call plays for special teams and defense as well. Some umbrellas popping up. I think the rain's picking up a little bit. I spoke a little bit too early. Sunshine, you got to keep working it, Sunshine. But goodness gracious, we were trying to run a little middle screen, and we're lucky that thing didn't get picked off. Faribault, if he sees all those white jerseys in there, he don't throw that ball. Pull it down and run it. And I know all the viewers are here, and you can see, but the Penn Cambria in their blue helmets, white shirts, and their light blue pants, the Crushers in their gold helmets, the navy blue jerseys, and the gold pants. And, boy, I'll tell you what, those uniforms are bringing them some luck. Faribault back to pass. He's under a rush. He's zipping and zapping and zinging, and he's able to keep himself from being sacked, and he actually picks up a yard or two. The rain's coming a little bit harder, and I'll be honest with you, with senior night and everything and the weather the way it is, there's still some very fair weather, fans here. They're not fair weather. They're in the inclement weather fans, and we've got a decent crowd here, everything considered, with the weather, and glad to see the Crusher fans and the Penn Cambria fans come out to see the game. 4th and 8, Repko in punt formation. His snapper is number 34, Luke Stevens, and Repko gets it off. It's fielded clean, though, by number number 12, and that's Gavin Harold, and Gavin brings it back for about a 16 or 17-yard gain. And he's one of the guys that Coach Santero was worried about, that they can take it to the house. And we kicked it down the pipe right to him. And in this kind of weather, you don't want to get exotic and try different and unusual things, especially in the punting game. You want to get rid of it and you want to get it clean. Harold on the season has an 11-yard average in punt returns, and he pretty much got that average and a little something more. So Penn Cambria sets up shop 1st and 10 on the McCort 38-yard line, but we have a legal procedure against Penn Cambria, which is going to set up a 1st down and 15. Ball on the McCort 43-yard line. Handoff to number 10, and the Crushers are having none of that. Number 10, Brady Jones. And Jones is the quarterback, and he was actually on a keeper. I apologize for that, fans. But some stats on Brady Jones from the quarterback position. He's 74 for 115 for 1,280 yards, 17 TDs, 3 interceptions, averaging 160 a game. But right now, he's just running it at us. And of course, Jones and Harold and McDermott were guys that Coach Smith was concerned about, and they're going to have to start showing. The Crushers are taking it to them and letting them know they're here for real and they want to play and they want to get it on with you. So that brings up 3rd down and probably about 5. The ball on the Crushers 33-yard line. I'd have to think this is 2-down territory for Penn Cambria. There's the handoff going right to left to number 12. Moving. He breaks a couple tackles. He breaks 2 tackles. And he's going to take it to the house from 33 yards out, and suddenly it's 7-6 as Penn Cambria, great piece of running. You did a great job, and we missed some tackles there, and we got to be better in the secondary as far as tackling is concerned. On to kick the extra point. The kicker is number 1, Andrew Dillon. He's 26 for 31. On PATs, and he's 4 for 4 on field goals. His snapper is Logan Price. His holder is Brady Jones, the quarterback. Snap, hold, kick, and we got a tie football game, 7-7 with 9 minutes.
As the rain comes down, Ralph, as the rain comes down.
Well, you never know how the weather's going to work out, Jeannie, because, I can remember coaching with my brother, man. The weather was your ally. Become the rain, become the heat, okay? Whoever handles the weather better usually wins the football game, especially when the weather starts to go south a little bit. Jeannie, it's all yours, girl.
3 steps. That's it. Tear, take, and go. Tear, take, and go with Medipack from Martellus Pharmacies. Medipack's medication packaging reminds you to take the right medications at the right time, every time. Martellus Pharmacy Medipack is convenient, easy, stress-free, and is only available from Martellus Pharmacies. Check martellapharmacy.com for all 6 locations. Free delivery is always available to your home or office. Tear, take, and go, Crushers.
Okay, so now Penn Cambria is going to kick off. And Penn Cambria's kicker is number 86, Gabe Irving. He's the left-footed kicker. He's got a 48-yard average. He's putting it down there inside the 15. Deep for the Crushers is number 22, Marquise Gordon, a freshman, and number 1, Shaquille Ferguson. And Marquise getting a chance to return kickoffs, I believe, for the first time this season. And Shaquille, he's got a reputation of being a good kick return guy, and I'm curious to see if they kick away from him. Kicking from the middle of the field. Left-footed kicker. He kicks away, and he kicks it to Ferguson. Ferguson fields it on about the 18-yard line. He's up over the 30. About a 12-yard return gives us good field position. And just for the fans, you got when you have a left-footed punter or a left-footed kicker, that ball just comes to you a little bit differently. Like on the punt, it spins opposite of a right-footed kicker, and on a kickoff, it's got a little bit different tilt to it whenever you receive it. So that's something that you work on during the week. And I know our coaches do a great job of scouting their opponents, and I know that's something that they probably discussed and worked on with their return guys as well.
And it's important to note that the second quarter is sponsored by Pizza Man's Pizza on Lighter Drive in Westmont. Dine in, carry out, and delivery. New York style pizza, salads, hoagies, wings, and more. Find their menu on Facebook. It is a Crusher First Down, sponsored by Jeff Nider with Remax Power Associates.
So now it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Crushers on the 34-yard line. In the shotgun. Fair ball back to pass. He's going deep. Oh, my goodness gracious. Number 27 picks it off for Penn Cambria. That's Marcus Eckenrode, and he's down inside the 30-yard line, and Ferguson is able to bring him down and wrestle him down along with number 12, Angelo Gallucci. And now that's 2 turnovers. And both teams have been able to take turnovers and put them on points on there. And now, we've been competing. We've been playing hard. We shocked them. We came out and let them know we're here to play football. But you can't make those turnovers and expect to beat a team that's 7-1. We're going to have to stop that somehow.
You have to keep that intensity
some way.
up. You have to keep the intensity up. Keep letting them know that you're there to play a football game.
1st and 10 for Penn Cambria on the McCort 33-yard line. There's the snap and a handoff going right to left. That's number 12, Gavin Harold, and he's going to break it all the way down. Touchdown. Okay. And Gavin Harold, statistically, Gavin Harold has rushed on the season for 498 yards, and he showed some moving and shaking right there. The extra point team is the kicker, number 1, Andrew Dillon, and the snapper's Price, and the holder is Jones. Snap, hold, kick, 14-7 Penn Cambria, and the turnovers come back to haunt us a little bit. I do want to give a little shout out right here, Jeannie. Actually, Jeannie, yeah, I got the shout out. Here it is. Coach Santoro wants us to give a shout out to his sister Linda and his brother-in-law Clint from Boston. So we got some fans over there in Beantown.
There you go. Good luck to Coach Smith and the McCort Carroll Crushers from your friends at Game Day Apparel. Stop in and see Game Day Apparel at their new location at 960 Eisenhower Boulevard for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Dress your team for success with the latest styles of sportswear. For the best quality with the lowest prices in the area, contact Game Day Apparel.
Well, Jeannie, we got to respond. 14-7, 9 minutes and 6 seconds left in the second quarter, and there's no wind. I mean, if you look at the flags, there's absolutely no wind, but the rain is coming straight down, and it's picking up. And that could be a factor as we move through this football game. And like we just mentioned a couple minutes ago, the team that handles the weather better usually is the team that wins in the end. So the Crushers got to respond here. They got to move down, and they got to move the football for starters.
Sure do.
Penn Cambria kicking from the middle of the field. Gabe Irving, the kicker, left footer, and he takes it. It's a line drive shot. Ferguson's going to field it on the 15, and Ferguson is able to get it out to about the 30-yard line. A good return, setting the Crushers up in good shape. Jeannie, what do you got for me? Anything?
Oh, Dr. Matthew Redkowski and the team at Allegheny Orthodontic Associates wish the McCort Carroll Crushers the best of luck this season. At AOA, the goal is to provide the best possible orthodontic experience using the newest proven technology. Patients enjoy beautiful smiles in a most efficient manner. With 3 convenient locations, Allegheny Orthodontics strives to create a fun, friendly atmosphere with a team that's committed to serving your needs. Allegheny Orthodontic is a proud sponsor of Bishop McCort.
Neither team really huddling, getting on the ball, calling it from the line of scrimmage. The Crushers got those wristbands, and they're going deep. And it's another interception. Number 9 picks it off for Penn Cambria. That's Carter McDermott, and it looks like he's going to bring it back to the house about 47 yards for a touchdown. And suddenly Penn Cambria 20, McCort 7. And, Faribault got to get that ball up in the air a little bit. That's 3 turnovers in a row, and it cost us, basically 20 points and possibly 21 with the extra point. Irving kicking the extra point.
When you're thrown into double coverage like that.
I got no argument against that, Jeannie. That's a great point. I really don't know what to tell you about that. Number 1 is going to kick the extra point, and that's Andrew Dillon. And he's 27 for 32 on the season, and he misses that one. So he is now 27 for 33 on the season. And that's a point that didn't get on the board. Let's put it that way. You got to find it. So it's 20-7, 8 minutes and 43 seconds left in the second quarter. And Penn Cambria is going to kick off again, and the Crushers are going to field it, and hopefully they can put a drive together. Jeannie, it's all yours, girl.
Hey, parents, is your student ready for their own checking account? Ameriserve offers the perfect solution. Student life checking at Ameriserve is custom made for first-time account holders. Teach your kids financial responsibility with Ameriserve's easy-to-use checking account. The student life checking account has all the great features like free mobile and online banking and a Visa check card. Visit your local Ameriserve branch to get started today. Ameriserve Bank, member FDIC.
Well, Penn Cambria, they're setting it up not exactly on the X in the middle of the field, a little bit to the left of the X on the 40-yard line. And deep for the Crushers will be number 1 Ferguson and number 22 Marquise Gordon. Number 86 kicking off for Penn Cambria. That's Gabe Irving. And the last 2 kicks, they've kicked it to Ferguson. Let's see if they kick it to him again. They surely do kick it to him again. He fields it on about the 15. And he is taken down hard right there by number 25 for Penn Cambria. And that's Mason Mento. Junior, 5'11", 175-pound, getting it done on the kickoff team. And the Crushers are going to take over 1st and 10. The ball resting on their 28-yard line.
And this is a Crusher first down, sponsored by Jeff Niter with Remax Power Associates.
1st and 10. I think they got to get their composure here now a little bit, and they've shocked us a little bit right now, and we got to get our composure. We got to pick up a couple of first downs, but this first down play is critical to the whole scheme of things. And low snap, and Faribault picks it up, and he's running left, and he's able to get outside. Faribault, he picks up about 11 yards, weaving it. He was outside, back inside, kicked it back outside, and picked up 11 yards, picked up a first down. Great way to start this drive to take the heat out of the last 3 or 4 minutes of the football game. And it's 1st and 10, the ball on the McCort 38-yard line, 8:23 left in the second quarter. Crushers got 3 timeouts. The Panthers have 3 as well.
Turnovers are the name of the game, and when you capitalize on those, like Penn Cambria did on the last 2.
Yeah, Jeannie, we talk about it all the time. There's a low snap. It bounces off the quarterback's legs, and Penn Cambria picks it up, and that's 4 turnovers right now in this first half. And it was so promising to start with at the end of the first quarter. You're up, you're right in the ball game, and it just can't do those things. Those things are killers. And you can't let the ball be wet. You can't worry about the fact that it's raining or the ball's wet or anything like that. Nope. 1st and 10, Penn Cambria on the McCort 33-yard line, 8:16 left in the second quarter. There's the snap and the handoff. The handoff going right to left is number 2. That's number 2 is Thomas Plunkett, and he's brought down by a couple of Crushers there. You got number 20 there for the Crushers. That's Toby Buquette. And also number 60 was in. No, excuse me, number 60 was in there. Brody Lansendorfer.
And you know what, Ralph? You talk about the conditions. The conditions are the same for both teams. I mean, you can't say anything about the rain because everybody's dealing with it.
The weather is your ally. Got to make it your ally.
Met's Culinary Management proudly serves the Bishop McCort family, whether providing daily fare in the cafeteria or offering catering for school events. Met's strives to offer a variety of healthy choices in a safe environment. Met's Culinary Management wishes the Crushers of Bishop McCort Carroll football the best of luck during this season. Let's go, Crushers.
Well, it's 2nd and 2. The ball on the Bishop McCort 25-yard line, and I'm not sure. Did we take that time out, Mr. Shellhammer? Yes, Mr. Shellhammer. He's Johnny on the spot. He's going to be taking his stream over pretty soon.
Yep, you never know. We didn't know. He's too valuable on the.
We're going to bring him on to the dream team here, Jeannie.
He's way too valuable on the stadium mic.
Well, we don't want to beat a dead horse here, but I mean the turnovers. You can't do that.
You can't do it.
I mean, we had Penn Cambria on the ropes. They were reeling a little bit.
Well, we had what, 2, maybe 3 turnovers in the first quarter.
Yes.
And we didn't capitalize on
just on one of them. That was it.
You have to take those problems and make them good.
I believe we've got a penalty against Penn Cambria, illegal procedure. I believe that's our 3rd illegal procedure this game, and I know Coach Felix very well. That's not going to make him happy. He's not going to appreciate. He might be able to deal with one, but he doesn't want to deal with 3 illegal procedures. I can tell you that right now. Yeah. Our good friend Heather Newcomer stops in the press box. Okay, how's the weather out there, Heather? Terrible. The weather is your ally, Heather. Just remember that. There's the handoff to number 2 going right. He breaks a couple of tackles. And number 74 for the Crushers, Rocco Fetzko, and number 4, Jonathan DeLeon on the tackle.
Let's take a minute to recognize Bread Insurance. Takes this moment to salute a winning team on and off the field. The McCort Carroll Crushers, from opening kickoff to the final call, Bread Insurance knows they will give it their all. Remember your personal, commercial, life, and motorcycle insurance. Trust Bread Insurance. Bread Insurance, proud to be a sponsor of Bishop McCort Catholic High School.
So now Penn Cambria just runs it right into the line of scrimmage, and they pick up the first down, 1st and 10, the ball on the 20-yard line.
Brady Page was in on that. I saw.
Now, they still have 3 timeouts on the scoreboard for McCort. I believe that should only be 2. Penn Cambria has not taken a timeout. So now we've got 1st and 10. They're on the Crushers' 20-yard line, motion going right to left. There's the snap and the handoff to number 25 off the right side. Number 25 breaks a tackle in the secondary and waltzes in. That's Mason Mento. From 20 yards out, and suddenly it's 26-7. And when you're up by 19, Jeannie, I believe they want you to kick. Okay.
Yes, they do. Yes,
We've got our chart here in front of us. You know, how many you're up by, how many you're behind by. Do you kick it? Do you go for 2? All the coaches have those charts, and some guys don't even pay attention to those charts. Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'll leave it at that. There's the extra point, and it's good.
That was close. That was right on that, right off
that
right
27-7, and McCourt's got to regroup. Come on, fellas, let's go. Come on, we got to regroup here, guys. We got to get a good return. We got to make things happen. Hey, at halftime, we're going to be talking to Franny Zima, and a good friend of ours. I sent him the stream today, a fellow by the name of Tom Bradley, and I said, if you get a chance, listen in at halftime. Coach Zima is going to be on, and if you don't listen, he was your old football coach. He's going to make you run laps down there in Pittsburgh or something like that. He gave me the thumbs up, Fran, so I hope he's going to be listening, okay? Oh, we all go way too far, huh? Oh, goodness gracious.
McElwain School Bus Lines and McElwain Charters and Tours is a proud sponsor of Bishop McCort and McCort Carroll Catholic Football. McElwain has been providing the region with safe and reliable transportation for over 75 years. The McElwain family wishes the McCort Carroll football team all the best for a successful season. Let's go, Crushers.
So Penn Cambria picking, they're kicking from that just slightly from the middle of the field, just about a yard or so to the left X. They're moving right to left. 27-7 Penn Cambria with 6 minutes and 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Deep are, as we said, we've got Ferguson deep and number 22 Marquise Gordon deep. And the left-footed kicker kicks away. And Ferguson's going to field it on about the 11-yard line. He's coming right up the guts. He kicks it outside. And, again, some good special teams play by Penn Cambria. I believe that was number 4 on the tackle, Chase Plasick, outside linebacker, senior, 5'11", 185 pounds, making the play for the Panthers. So the Crushers are going to take over 1st and 10, the ball on their own 26-yard line. We got to make some hay here, Jeannie.
Yeah, this is an important play. They've got to move. They've got to go into, if they can go into the half up at 14, that'll make a big difference.
I'm with you all the way, Jeannie. Motion going right to left. Shotgun formation. Hand it off to number 3, Bepler, going left to right, and Penn Cambria having none of that. Number 32, Johnny on the spot, Gordon Finglish, freshman for Penn Cambria in the starting lineup this evening. 2nd down and 10, no gain. Ball on the McCort 26-yard line. No huddle, but after this play, we'll talk about that. The shotgun formation, little motion going right to left. Fake. Oh, boy.
Oh, they're taking
wow,
that.
They handed it off to Bepler, and there are 6 Penn Cambria guys there. And we talked at the beginning of the show, and we were competing up front. We can't let what happened in the last 4 or 5 minutes. We can't go south, fellas. We got to stay after it. And the one thing about not huddling, it's not like we're in a rush. They're looking to the sidelines. Coach Hornick is working on what he wants to call. They all have wristbands. They can look at the call. So you're not huddling, but at the same time, it's not a hurry-up type situation. Shotgun, Faribault back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's flushed out, and he takes a hard hit by number 2, Thomas Plunkett for Penn Cambria, and he manages to maybe pick up a yard or 2. Looked like he had some running room, but Plunkett shut it down. There's no doubt about it, and the Crushers are going to be forced to punt the football. And the punt team for the Crushers, your snapper's number 34, Luke Stevens. Your punter is number 17, Luke Repko. Repko averaging 34.8 yards per punt. Deep for Penn Cambria is number 12, and that's Gavin Harold, one of their key skill players for Penn Cambria.
I believe, Ralph.
Well, we got a timeout on the field. It's all yours, Jeannie.
It's another exciting season of high school football, and the McCort Carroll Crushers are ready to roll. McEnany Brothers is proud to support the Crushers in their long-standing sports tradition. Show everyone that pride, loyalty, and tradition is the Crusher way. Good luck to the players, coaches, and all of McCort Carroll football from McEnany Brothers. Go Crushers, from your friends at McEnany Brothers.
Friends indeed. Good people, great people,
Very
wonderful
good people.
family. And Penn Cambria takes a timeout. Penn Cambria 27, McCort 7, 4 minutes and 51 seconds left in the second quarter. So now both teams have 2 timeouts left as we work our way through the rest of this quarter. And McCort's going to punt the football. Deep, as we said, for Penn Cambria is Gavin Harold. He's averaging 11 yards per punt return. And Repko back to punt. Stevens is the long snapper. Nice snap. Going to run right. Going to kick it. And it goes from right to left. And Harold's able to pick it up on the bounce. And number 20 for the Crushers is Toby Paquette, making the play and keeping it from being a big game, about a 6 or 7 yard return. And Penn Cambria is going to take over with 4:40 left in the second quarter, 1st and 10 on their 45-yard line.
It's another exciting year of Crusher football, and the Laurel Auto Group is once again cheering from the sidelines. Each year, Laurel is proud to support the Crushers and all of the players. The best of luck for a successful season. Pride, loyalty, and tradition ring true both on the field and off. The Laurel Auto Group with 7 locations and 10 brands, ready to serve all Crusher fans.
Well, Penn Cambria tries to run the jet sweep going right to left, and number 60 for the Crushers, Brody Lansendorfer, was having none of that. I can tell you that right now, and he's been playing some great football the last few weeks. It's going to bring up a second down. Now we got a little conference going on here with the officials this evening. They've got a hold or a block in the back. I believe it was a block in the back. So that's going to take March Penn Cambria back, and that's a good thing for the Crushers. Kind of get a chance to catch your breath a little bit, get yourself refocused here in this football game.
That's the first conference they've had this game, though. So,
yeah.
And there's only 4:20 left in the half.
We've had some officiating crews, they conferenced the whole game.
Yeah.
1st and 20. The ball on Penn Cambria's 35-yard line, 4 minutes and 19 seconds. And they got the ball in their left hash. They've got trips to the short side, which is their bench, and they've got a receiver out wide. And now the Crushers, they're having none of that. They don't want to get caught in one-on-one coverage out there. They're going to actually take their outside linebacker, bump and run underneath with help from the corner over the top. So that whole, it's man-to-man, but now it's two guys on one, and they're going to take him away. And there's some discussion here.
Yeah, I see that. Wonder what that's all about. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, yeah, they wanted to get they got it right. It's second down.
Okay.
2nd and 20. Ball on the 35. Motion left to right. Handoff to number 2. He bumps it right up in there, and he picks up a couple of yards. And, you've got a bunch of Crushers there. 75, Zazadny. 34, Stevens. 74, Fetzko.
Yeah, I think that'll take it to, 3rd and 15?
3rd and 15. The ball on the Penn Cambria 40-yard line, and now what they do is they put trips to the wide side, and they've got single coverage. They got the single receivers to the short side, and Jones is rolling out and running, and he puts the ball right on the money to number 9. That's Carter McDermott. But coming up and making a big play over there, I believe that was number 5, Nick Dressick, coming up and keeping him from getting the first down. Plunkett. So you got 4th down and 2. The ball on the 47-yard line, and Penn Cambria is going to go for it. It's actually 4th and 1, really. They're running around all over the place, and we got a flag over here. We got illegal procedure. Again, that's the 4th one. Now Coach Felix is not happy. He gives the official a little piece of his mind, but he's also upset with his team because that's their 5th motion penalty. What they were trying to do was really draw McCort off sides, and you've got to give McCort's defense a lot of credit by not buying into all that movement. Yep. And now Penn Cambria decides to punt the football. 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the second quarter. 4th and 7, the ball resting on the 48-yard line. And deep, you've got
whoa.
Oh, man, you got to block that thing. Wow, Penn Cambria comes out of that one smelling like a low rose. We had somebody in that backfield, and it looked like he was going to block it, and it didn't happen.
If I were to guess, I think he was afraid about rushing the kicker.
You know what? I can't disagree with you, Jeannie.
I think that he was worried if he hit him, and that he would block the ball, and they'd get a penalty.
Well, and you are probably right, but let me say this to you, Jeannie. If you play the game fearful, you're not going to make plays.
Yeah, I know.
You know how that goes. You know the drill. You know, when those cheerleaders get out on that mat, they can't be hesitant, right? They got to just do it.
They can't. Yep.
So now we got number 4 going right to left. Jonathan D'Elia. And that's going to, I don't know if he picked up much yardage.
Nope.
It's going to be 2nd down and a long 9. Boy, if we picked up any yardage, it was maybe a foot. So it's basically 2nd and 10 for all practical purposes.
We got a few inches on that one.
Yes. Ball on the 16-yard line. 209, 208, 207, 26. Shotgun, 2 receivers to the wide side. Faribault takes the snap, hands it off to Beppler, going right to left, and Beppler's able to pick up a couple of yards, weaving his way through some traffic. Number 32 for Penn Cambria, Corbin Vinglish. Oh man, I'm like a linguistic guy tonight.
You are, but I don't see many Italian names on there. That's what you usually excel in.
Okay, I'm looking for one. I can't find one.
There you go.
Okay, 3rd down and 1. The ball on our 24-yard line, the McCort Carroll Crushers. We got to pick up this first down, fellas. Come on. Little short motion going right to left, and there's the handoff. No, he fakes the handoff to Beppler, and Faribault's out in the open field, and he takes it up to the 35-yard line, and we've got 2 timeouts here, and we got to play with the idea. We want to get down there and put some more points on the board. They're going to move the sticks. The clock is stopped when they do that. They got to be on the ball and ready to go to use the time to preserve the time.
It's a pressure first down, sponsored by Jeff Nider with Remax Power Associates.
And the Crushers take their second time out of the half. And, of course, our good friend Fran Zima going to join us at halftime. We're going to talk about the old days a little bit and maybe some new days as well.
Jeannie's going to take a little break, I think. I don't want to get started on that old time.
Jeannie, this half has gone so fast.
It really has.
You know, Jeannie, I kid around with my wife, Maria. I get home. She says, well, why didn't you stop and, get something to eat or whatever? I said, I'm tired.
Yeah, there's no time.
I want to go home and go to bed.
Well, you can feel the excitement in the air. It's time for Friday Night Lights and high school football. Dr. John Walker Family Dental Center at 307 State Street. Cheer on the McCort Carroll Catholic Crushers. Good luck to all the players and coaches from Dr. Walker and staff. Have a great season and enjoy every minute. Dr. Walker Family Dental Center, proud sponsor of Bishop McCort Catholic High School. Experience the art of dentistry.
Well, Jeannie, 1:12 left in the second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Crushers on the 35 on the left hash, the hash closest to their sidelines. Got to make a little bit of hay here, down 27-7. Faribault in a shotgun trips to the wide side. He's back to pass. He finds, oh, goodness gracious. Put it right in Ferguson's hands, and he dropped it. Very catchable ball. And like we said, don't let that rain. Don't let it bother you here. The clock stopped with the incompletion. 2nd and 10, the ball on the 35-yard line. We want to remind you at the end of the game, the Harris Funeral Home Players of the Game will be announced. And we have put players of the game for both teams because both teams are out there fighting and scratching and clawing. And the guys that are playing well deserve some accolades on both sides of the ball. And we appreciate the Harrison Funeral Home for doing that. Number 4, that's Jonathan D'Elia going. He was in motion going right to left, and he may have picked up a yard or two. And that's going to take us into a 3rd down situation. And you got to wonder here if Penn Cambria isn't going to take a timeout. I mean, they've got 2 on the board. They're not going to do that. It's 3rd and 8, the ball on the 37. Faribault in the shotgun. Oh, they jump. Penn Cambria jumps off sides. So now it's going to be 3rd and 3 on the 42-yard line of Bishop McCort on the right hash. And they're on the line of scrimmage, and they're resetting, and they're getting the play in. Looks like they didn't change the play. Looks like they're going to still run the same play. Trips to the short side of the field, empty backfield, 2 receivers to the left. And Penn Cambria, I don't know if we jumped off sides. I don't know if our tackle, number 66, that's back. Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy Allshoe.
Yes.
Yep.
Ah, boy, we get 5, we give them 5, okay?
It's give and take, Ralph. It's
3rd down and 8. The ball now is on the 37-yard line. 19 seconds, 18, 17, 16. I think the play clock's at 16, 15, 14. Faribault back to pass. Over the middle, he's got Ferguson. Ferguson's out over the 50-yard line, and 2 seconds. They're going to stop the clock to move the sticks, and then the Crushers are going to take their last time out of the half with 2 seconds on the clock. So what do you think? What do you think, Jeannie? What are you going to run here, okay?
What am I going to run? I'm going to try to do a long pass to
you
see
do
how far
that.
I can get it, because why not? Well, best wishes to the McCort Carroll Crushers for a successful football season from HF Lens Company. From kickoff to the end, play representing the pride, loyalty, and tradition of past Crusher teams. HF Lens Company providing a full range of engineering services to the Johnstown region and beyond for over 76 years. Proud to be a sponsor of Bishop McCort Catholic High School and McCort Carroll Catholic football.
Well, my good buddy Bobby Jurich from Florida listening to the game, and this is what he said to us, Jeannie.
You guys sound great. Was he talking about me or you?
I think he's talking about you, okay? Go Crushers. You guys sound great from my good buddy Bobby Jurich, and little shout out to him. Good friend, and glad that he's taking the time to listen into the football game. Well, this will be the last play of the half. We got trips to the wide side. We tt two receivers to the left. This is a tough play for a Hail Mary pass. I mean, it is high school football. He's going to have to heave it probably 60 yards. And 2 weeks ago, Houston was able to win the game on the last play against West Virginia on a Hail Mary pass. Fair ball going deep down the middle. Number 20 had a chance to pull that thing down. It falls incomplete, and that's half.
And you know what, Ralph? Before we go in, I just want to say we talked last week to our student trainers. Today is Emma Newcomer's birthday. She's one of our Shauna Newcomer. She is the mother of Emma Newcomer, who is one of our senior athletic students, athletic trainers. So
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Shauna. You don't look a day over 18.
I was going to say 21, but same difference, right?
Do you want me to do a quick lineup of the games before I...
What do you got there for me, Jeannie?
Hold on 1 second till I get it going, because sometimes it takes me a second to pull this score stream up. We have a lot of games going on tonight. We have Central Cambria 0, Westmont 0. They have not updated that at all. Chestnut Ridge 10, Richland 7.
Whoa.
That's at the half.
Whoa.
We have Bedford and Greater Johnstown has not updated their score at all. We have Forest Hills 40, Somerset 0, and we have Greater Johnstown 30, Bald Eagle area 59, and that's pretty much all I've got for right now. So
that's pretty much.
We need to get these people updating their scores, Ralph.
Well, we got a 20-minute halftime here, and that's a new rule in the LHAC. Mr. Baco's already got the senior thing making it happen, and here at the half. Soccer, cross-country, golf, tennis will be announced at halftime, and these first 10 minutes will be for our senior night. Penn Cambria's band will have the last 10 minutes, and once again, Miss Y showing good sportsmanship, allowing the opposing band to get on the field. And, of course, folks, that takes us to our halftime guest, one Francis Zima. Fran, welcome to the halftime show.
Thanks for inviting me.
Well, Fran, if anybody deserves to be invited, it's you. So how you been, Fran? How's life treating you?
Good. Hard to believe it. I'm out of McCort almost 10 years now, but...
Trust me, Fran, I know the feeling, okay?
Yeah.
I came back into McCort, though, okay? Well, Fran Zima is our halftime guest. He's a Bishop McCort Catholic High School graduate in 1965. He got a BS in secondary ed at Youngstown State University in 1970, the Penguins. He was in graduate school at the University of Pittsburgh. He's a teacher, coach, athletic director of Bishop McCort Catholic High School, retired. He taught 33 years and coached for 10 years in the 70s. He's the AD from 1991 to 2014, 24 years, the longest tenure of any athletic director in the history of Bishop McCort Catholic High School. And Bake's got a way to go to catch you, Fran.
Yes. Well, at least he's a McCort grad, and it's always nice to keep everybody at home. So he'll do a great job. He's doing it a couple of years now. So
he's a great guy. Good friend, a great guy.
He is good. Homegrown.
So, Fran, we're going to take you back to 1965, okay? And thinking back on high school, you got to have some fond memories of being a student at Bishop McCort Catholic High School. So, maybe you can share a couple of them with us.
Well, I was always fortunate that when I went to McCort in 9th grade, that just happened to be Pete Duranko's senior year. And we were 10-0 when I was a freshman. we went into my sophomore year. We were 9-0-1. We tied Conemaugh down here at the Point Stadium when we fumbled on the 1-yard line. And,
well, that'll do you in, won't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, we had a practice from hell at Roxbury Park the next morning.
Who was the head coach then?
Joe Schumacher.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, but we won the rest of the games. We were 9-0-1. And my junior year, we were 10-0. So the first 3 years I was at McCort, we didn't lose a game.
Well, good for you. That's good stuff. Yeah, that's and it speaks well for the great football tradition and the great sports tradition at Bishop McCort.
And then we went into my senior year, and we won our first 2 games and stretched the undefeated streak to 37 games. And then Pittsburgh Westinghouse showed up. And I remember it was right here at the Point Stadium. I still have the article from the Post-Gazette where it said Bulldogs and McCort streak before 10,000 at the Point Stadium. I mean,
there you go. Those were the days,
well, those were the days when we had bleachers on both sides in the end zones. And
it's funny. I remember coming to Wimber McCort games, Johnstown Wimber games, and they had the sidelines over there. And, of course, in those days it was a grass field. Okay, Fran, going back to high school, and if it's not sports, that's okay. The best moment. The one that, like, when you think about high school, you go, oh, man, that was a great moment.
Well, I always thought that the 4 years that I was at McCort were the best 4 years of my life. I mean, some people say the college years were the greatest, but it was just the people that you met. I mean, that was one of the advantages of McCort. You didn't stay in your own little suburban area. You had a chance to meet people from all over the city. And Westmont, Richland, the West End, Moxham. And some of those guys are my best friends still to this day.
Well, that's pretty cool. And that's a good message for these young crushers that you have an opportunity to really expand your horizons. And I know social media does that for them as well, but they go to school with people from many parts of the region, and exactly. It's great to be able to make those kind of friendships.
I always thought that was a big advantage to going to McCort.
So now you go to college, okay, and you come back and you get a job at Bishop McCort. How did that all come about?
Well, I got out of graduated from college in 1970, and while I was in college, I happened to do a little coaching in the parochial league, and I had some success. And when I graduated, Al Fletcher, who was my head coach my senior year, asked me to join his staff, and I was thrilled to do that. So in 1970, I was the junior high coach. The next year, he moved me up to the backfield coach at the varsity level. So I was in that position in 71 and 72, and then Al Fletcher left in 73. He took the head football job at Deer Lakes High School down towards Pittsburgh. He was
Armstrong County, I believe. That's where they're at.
He was originally from Brownsville down near Pittsburgh, and I think he wanted to get a little closer. But anyway, he got the job at Deer Lakes, and then I applied for the job at McCort, and I got it, and I was the coach for the next 7 years before I resigned and took another job, got another job offer in the business world, which the longer I was there, it just wasn't for me. So I was at work, and Paul Holleran, who was the athletic director when I was the football coach at McCort, he called me and he said, Fran, he says, we've got an opening in the athletic director's job. And I said, well, I don't know that that pays enough for me to quit the job that I currently have.
Trust me, I know the feeling, Fran.
But fortunately, it was within a couple of weeks. There was an opening in the social studies department. So I went down and had an interview with Bill Russian, who was the principal at the time. And I was hired. And then I was there until 2014. So,
well, Fran, so did you teach social studies the whole time?
Yeah, I had a full teaching schedule along with the athletic director's job.
Yeah, and I can remember that. Now, a lot of athletic directors get half-day schedules, things like that. But it's not like the job was any different then than it really is now, because, and you can offer your 2 cents here. I mean, AD's job is kind of like straight line organization. You got to be organized every single day whenever you get into that job.
Yeah, no question. But I was glad because I really liked being in the classroom. You're a little closer to the student body as a whole. And I mean, it's a big commitment, and it's they're long days. but it was a labor of love. I never got up in the morning.
I get that. So what would, like, when you taught social studies, was there a favorite part of social studies that you like to teach?
Well, when I went back in '91, Paul Holleran was the chairman of the social studies department, and we kicked around a couple of things, and we just thought that the seniors should not graduate without having a semester of government and a semester of economics. So we instituted that in '91, I believe, and I had the seniors every year up until I retired in 14.
Well, Fran, did you coach any other sports at McCort at all, or was it just football?
I talked with Kenny Salem when he was the principal and the head coach, and I had a little inkling maybe to get back into it, but with a full teaching load and the athletic director's job, there just wasn't enough time.
That's tough business. Well, Coach, we talked a little bit about it earlier when we were on the air. I sent our stream to our good friend Tom Bradley. He was the quarterback when I was a senior at Wimber. He was a senior at McCort, and I hope that he's listening. We'll give him a shout out. Give him a shout out there, Coach.
He was he'd be the first one to tell you that he wasn't a quarterback, but he was the most competitive kid we had on the team, and he was an outstanding outside linebacker.
Well, I'll tell you what, he got the name Scrap at Penn State because he is a scrapper.
No doubt.
And Tom and I played in the Ken. Now we played against each other at Wimber Stadium his senior year, but we're still friends to this day. I sent him the link. I hope that he's listening, and we hope that Tom is doing well. Now I'm going to take you maybe to not your favorite evening in the history of coaching football at Bishop McCort. I'm going to take you back to an evening, a crisp night in 1973 in Wimber Stadium. I don't let Tom live this one down. Okay, I had a pretty good night that night, and us Ramblers bumped you guys off. But I had to bring that into the conversation. You knew that, Fran. Okay.
Well, we got you back a couple of times before I retired. So that's. But yeah, they were good times.
Well, if you, as athletic director, can you go back to one or two things that happened as athletic director at McCort that just stick out in your mind?
It was some of the decisions that you had to make on whether or not you were going to hold on to sports or give some of them up, because your student body wasn't all that large. They kept adding more and more sports. It spread the kids out more and more. And there were times when we thought, maybe we need to drop some of the sports that were starting to lose interest. And I think the first one that we lost interest in and had to give up was boys volleyball, which is pretty popular. But we just had a situation where we had about 8 or 9 seniors, and there was no underclassmen to keep the program going. And then we always struggled with swimmers and things of that nature. So there's just so many sports, and as your enrollment drops, it's difficult to fill all those rosters.
And in our region, school population has gone down at all the schools. Okay,
no doubt.
And it's amazing that schools can hold down all the sports they have now, because there aren't that many just large schools in our area, in our region.
Well, I remember when we got into the Laurel Highlands Conference, that was back in '92, I believe. And all those Cambria schools, Penn Cambria, Central Cambria, Cambria Heights, at that time, there was only 4 classifications, and all of them were AAA. And within a matter of about 8 or 9 years, they had all dropped to AA, because, as you had mentioned, the whole area had school enrollments dropping, almost every school. And you see the situation that McCourt's in now. I can remember.
Well, and a lot of schools are in that situation.
No question.
You look at any small school in the LHAC, you're playing, double, triple, quad, 5A, and you give me a great lead in before we get to Coach Smith and the turnaround we've had here. What do you think about the expansion of the LHAC? Well, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I remember when the conference first opened up in the late 80s. McCort wasn't involved in that until I think it was '92, when Northern Cambria decided to drop out and go into the old Appalachian Conference. So it created an opening. We applied and we were accepted, and we've been in it since '92. And it stayed at 10 members, probably for 10 or 12 years from its inception. I happened to be the executive director in the mid-'90s when Ligonier Valley, at the last minute, without not much warning, decided to drop out of Laurel Highlands. So we were sitting there looking at the next football season with only 9 teams. And that's something you don't want to get involved with because somebody's got an open date.
It's not like you can fill the open date with just anybody.
Right. Well, fortunately, Bishop, Carroll, Johnstown, and Central Martinsburg expressed interest. And so they applied, and we were sitting there trying to figure out whether we should pick one of the 3 or all 3 and expand to 12 teams, which is exactly what we ended up doing. And it remained 12 teams up until this year when they decided to go through that major expansion.
22 teams, 20 football playing schools.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say I was shocked, but I was surprised that they went with so many teams. I mean, they added 8 football teams and 10 teams in the other sports. So
well, and trust me, they didn't add anybody that is a cakewalk here.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh, absolutely not.
There's a lot of competitive football teams and competitive athletic programs that they brought in the league, and some of them are 5A.
Yeah.
I believe that there's I off the top of my head, I'm not sure, but I believe there's it might be. No, I'm not sure who it could be. I know it was just in my mind.
Hollidaysburg.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like football. I think it might be Bald Eagle.
That could be.
I'll get clarification on that, and I'll clean that up next week on the stream. But
yeah, I mean, I had obviously nothing against those schools. They all had great programs over the years, and one of the positive things is that it adds a little different flavor to your schedule. You know, you're playing teams that you may have never played before. Last week, as an example, when the Crushers hosted Bellefonte. But when you're looking at the travel, that seems to be a concern. I talked with a couple of the coaches at McCort and a few in other schools, and they're a little concerned about the travel. It's not as much of a problem with football because you're playing on a Friday night. There's no school the next morning. But when you get into basketball and some of the other sports, you're playing 2, sometimes 3 times a week. And if you're traveling in those crossover games with the Eastern teams, which you're going to at least a few times, you're looking at an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to and fro. So
yeah,
it's a little concern, especially a school night.
It'll be interesting how all the games play out tonight, because tonight, later, tomorrow morning, we're going to find out who we're going to cross over and play.
That'll be interesting.
Everybody in the West is at the East this year.
Yeah, we're on the road next week. Right.
Now, Fran, McCort started 0-5.
Yes.
And we won 3 in a row now for the first time since 2019. Your thoughts on that with Coach Smith?
Well, he needs to be at least have a little pat in the back, him and his staff, because you know yourself, you've been around coaching. It's a lot easier to coach a 5-0 team than it is an 0-5 team. And he kept them together at a time when they get a little frustrated. They lose focus, but he kept them on the right track. After the 0-5 start, then they ran off the wins against Johnstown, Westmont, and Bellefonte. And tonight they started out,
on
really
fire.
On fire. I mean, they're up 7-0, and then they go 4 consecutive
turnovers,
and Penn Cambria converted on all of them.
Well, and McCort's got a young team, and you got to get, is there a guy that loves McCort more, works harder than Coach Smith? The only guy I might be able to think about is Mr. DeFazio. Okay,
yeah.
I mean, they love their school, and you got to give Coach Smith a lot of credit for that. Fran, we're going to have to wind this down a little bit, but hang on. I do want to thank you for something, okay? And I've never done this, okay? I was a young athletic director at Wimber, and there were 2 guys that I could call at any time, and they were nice, and they gave me advice, and they told me how to do the job. One of them was Paul Litwalk, and you were the other one. And Fran, I want to thank you for that, because you really helped me a lot understand what that job was all about, and I want to thank you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, Fran, thanks for joining us at halftime here, and God bless you, my friend, and let's hope we can get back in this thing.
You too. All right. Thank you.
Take care, buddy. Well, Jeannie, what's going on?
Guess who's back? It's me. I want to take a second to talk a little bit about the diocese. The Diocese of Altoona Johnstown had an annual in-service for Catholic school administrators and teachers. It was held today at Mount Aloysius College in Crescent. Bishop Mark celebrated Mass, after which he and Diocesan Director of Education Joanne Semko recognized educators marking milestone years of service. Congratulations to them and all who enrich and support Catholic education in the diocese. I want to recognize Bishop McCort's milestone teachers. Ms. Penitzer, 40 years. Mr. Shetler, 5 years. Mr. Denhard, 10 years. Ms. Petak, 45 years, and Mrs. Woodruff, 10 years. These are individuals who have really committed themselves to our students, to Catholic education, and to their faith. So we applaud them and we thank them for their service, and hopefully they can all be with us for 40 plus more years because they're amazing, amazing teachers.
Well, it was great to have Fran Zima on. He and I go way back to a whole different kind of world. But Jeannie, in this Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference in the East, Central's wrapped up the number one spot. And if Richland can pull off a win tonight, they'll wrap up the number one spot on this end. If they would lose tonight, it might have to go to tiebreakers, and we don't want to get into all that.
Well, they're losing 10-7 at the half.
Well, that if they lose, that could get a little interesting. And then what will happen is 2 will play 2, 3 will play 3, 4 will play 4. But how they'll avoid anybody playing a second time is they might slide a team up or down. Now, right. This season, the teams in the West will travel to the teams in the East. So we'll see how that all shakes out. I've got some football rankings here.
All right.
Just for your own personal knowledge, in AAA, Penn Cambria is actually second in AAA behind Central of Martinsburg. And if you go to Single A, in Single A, they will take 8 football teams to the District 6 playoffs. And I'm not going to go through all the teams, but right now, Bishop McCort is sitting in 7th place. And with that being said, if the playoffs ended today, they would be playing the number 2 seed Purchase Line. But, of course, we all know that there's still a game to finish tonight. There's still games to play next week. Mm-hmm. And tonight, after it's all said and done, we'll find out where we're at. But they do take 8 teams in Single A. Now, when we go to the volleyball rankings,
let's hear it for that volleyball team.
I'll tell you what,
about it?
They came on strong, man. They ended up 5-11, and they were really struggling there for a while. You got to give the coaching staff and those young gals a lot of credit, and Missy Rayo, the head coach there. They are sitting in 11th place, and I believe that's the way it's going to stand, but it's not official until it's official.
Right.
And I believe that the top 5 teams would get a bye, and if everything holds the way it is, the Crushers would go to Glendale. And I want to say that might be next Tuesday or Wednesday. I'd have to double check that one. Now in soccer, remember that our kids go, just like Carroll kids come here to play football in the co-op, our kids go out, girls and boys go up there to play soccer. And in girls 1A soccer, Carroll is sitting in 5th place, and they're going to take 4 teams. And I don't know if there's any games today, but I'm not sure if they can actually move up. We'll see how that shakes out over the weekend. And then in boys soccer, they take 6 teams, and Bishop Carroll right now is sitting in 6th place, and they would be in, assuming that all stays the same. And Jeannie, what do you got for me, girl?
Well, I have Nico's Restaurant on Scalp Avenue in Richland. Would like to wish the best of luck to the McCort Carroll Crushers. From sushi to Italian to homestyle American, Nico's has a menu item that is sure to satisfy any appetite. You'll never be disappointed. Nico's Restaurant owner is a class of 1986 alumni and proud to be a sponsor of McCort Carroll Catholic Football and Bishop McCort Catholic High School.
Well, we got 23 seconds. Well, they're going to put the 12 minutes on the clock, and our good buddy Mr. Fowl, the assistant to the principal's here in the booth, and he's shaking hands with everybody and kissing babies. I guess I don't know what he's doing over there.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
He's a great guy to work with, a great guy to work for, and I've really enjoyed growing my friendship with him, and he does an amazing job keeping Mr. Smith on the straight and narrow, as they say.
Yeah, and it's important to know that as we kick off the third quarter, that the third quarter is sponsored by CJAWS, which provides technology solutions for K through 12 education. They've got to come out strong. They got to come out this quarter strong.
Well, we won the toss and deferred, and now we're going to get the football. And Penn Cambria, in the old football adage, is going to kick with the scoreboard at their back, so they have it in their faces in the fourth quarter. And I will say this, Jeannie, and I meant to say this earlier. I wanted to talk to Fran about it, and it kind of slipped my notes, but. I'll tell you what, this co-op with Bishop Carroll, it's a great thing. It's just a fantastic thing, and it's only going to build the football program into a very strong and competitive program. There's a lot of young kids on the field, and I got to give the seniors on the team coming together, and let's hope that we can get back in this thing in the second half.
Well, and I think that they get along very well. I mean, I think that there's a lot of camaraderie between the players, no matter where they are going to school.
Shaquille Ferguson returning the kickoff to the 35-yard line, and the Crushers are going to take over 1st and 10. The ball is going to be spotted on the 35-yard line. I'm going to give a little shout out to Father Crookston, because with the weather the way it is, he's drying them balls off, getting them in and out, trying to keep a dry ball in there, just like they're doing the same thing on the Penn Cambria sidelines. And you got to give Father Crookston for the dedication to doing that job. Okay.
Well, we have our first Crusher first down in the third quarter, sponsored by Corey Blaggy Overdrive with Remax Power Associates.
So it's 1st and 10, the ball on the 36-yard line. And a quarterback keeper by Faribault. He's going to gain, a couple of yards, I believe. Well, actually, he's going to gain more than a couple of yards. He's going to gain about 6 yards.
Wow.
And it's going to be 2nd and 4, the ball on the 42-yard line.
Well, he's a quarterback that's not afraid to take it and run, is he?
No, his best days are ahead of him, I believe. Motion going right to left, and it's to Ferguson. And, it looked like he was going to break it, but number 21 for Penn Cambria, that's Derek Height, a junior, 6'1", 190, coming from his outside linebacker position to make that play. The Crushers on the ball. The Crushers now getting in a tight formation, 2 tight ends, 2 wings. Oh boy. Now that's not, now they're going to say it's illegal motion, but I'm not buying that because everybody moved at the same time.
Oh.
So it was against Penn Cambria. So it's not illegal motion when you move as a unit or you move as a group, okay?
Right.
And the Crushers were able to get themselves 5 yards by doing that little motion.
And it's a
Faribault gets the ball.
Down.
He's running it. He's headed to his left, and Faribault takes it down to the 45-yard line. 10:28 in the third quarter. The game clock, the game clock 10:22, 10:21. The play clock 32, 31, 30. Crushers 2nd down and 6. The ball on the 46-yard line of Penn Cambria. Second and 4. Faribault in the shotgun. There's the snap. Fakes it to Beppler. He's going deep. He's got a receiver wide open on the 20-yard line. That's number 4.
Nice.
Jonathan D'Elia beat the cornerback. Wow. I mean, he was 3 or 4 yards wide open, and Faribault just put the ball right on the money.
Perfect.
And the Crushers are on a drive here. They're on a march. Get themselves back in this football game. 9:42 left in the third quarter.
And we are on the 20, so we are in the Crusher Red Zone, sponsored by the 5th Local Eatery and Ale House in Richland.
There's the snap. Faribault taking it up the guts. He breaks a tackle. He's a 10-yard line. He's inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and it looks like they're going to spot it right on the 9-yard line.
Yep.
It's going to be first and goal. The only thing about first and goal from the 9, Jeannie, it's not the best place where coaches want to be, but we'll take it, okay?
We'll take it. He did a really nice job breaking those tackles, getting those few extra yards.
There's the snap. He's running left this time. He breaks a tackle, but looks like he just gets back to the line of scrimmage, and so now it's going to might have lost a yard.
I think he lost a yard on that.
So it's going to be second and goal to goal from the 10. And I don't know what magical play you got here. You just got to keep punching it at him and hoping that we can get it done up front and get us a touchdown on the board here.
Everyone's lined up and ready to go.
Is there any pizza over there?
Faribault in the snap. Whoops, there it goes. He's passing it off. Intercepted. Intercepted by number 12, I believe.
Number 12 is Gavin Harold, and wow. It sure looked like our receiver was open, but Harold recovered, and the next thing you know, he's got an interception. And suddenly we've got 5 turnovers, and you can't win football games doing that.
Nope, you sure can't. While we're taking this, I'm going to head out onto Martellus Pharmacy. Has been your local hometown pharmacy for almost 60 years. Martellus Pharmacy has 6 convenient locations throughout Cambria, Somerset, and Westmoreland counties. Proud to be a Bishop McCort sponsor.
Penn Cambria runs it right up the guts with number 2, Thomas Plunkett. 27-7, Penn Cambria, and we've had 5 turnovers in the game, and it's hard to win football games that way. And we came out, got that kickoff, and we're driving down the field, we're making plays, and you just don't want to be critical of any young student athlete, but we got to make better decisions than that. Second down and 7, the ball on the 30-yard line. Handed off to number 2, going to his right, and I apologize, it was 2nd and 4, and he picks up about 3.5, so it's going to be 3rd and about a half a yard, the ball on the 32-yard line. It would be big if the Crushers can make a stop here, Jeannie. It would be huge. In the shotgun. Brady Jones at the quarterback.
Come on, guys.
He fakes it, and he keeps it. And he picks up about 2 yards, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 34-yard line.
Yeah.
And while they move the sticks here, Jeannie, keep in mind the theology department, the campus ministry team, the campus ministry club, Faith First, belonging, becoming, believing, and beyonding. And we're going to get back to that in just a second. Penn Cambria not huddling. Nobody huddled in this game. Jones is back to pass, and he thought he was going to run it. Now he's definitely going to run it, and he's run down by number 75 for the Crushers. That's Eli Zazadny. Doing some good stuff right there. So now that's going to be 1st and 10 for Penn Cambria. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 for Penn Cambria. Going back to that belonging, becoming, believing, beyonding. A lot of good things happen in campus ministry. You got to give Mrs. Ravetti and Father Crookston and Chris Schumacher, Dylan Dorian, Nicole Fratrich, Tim Hornick, Mike Bako, Morgan Casto for all that they do. Number 12, the quarterback breaks the line of scrimmage, Gavin Harold, and he's going to take it he's going to take it, 60 yards for a touchdown,
yeah.
And suddenly it's 33-7, and Penn Cambria is going to send their extra point team on the field, and now we're not in a good place.
No.
You're down 33-7, and they're going to kick this extra point. Number 1 is the extra point kicker for Penn Cambria. That's Andrew Dillon. And it's good, and now he is 28 for 34 on the season, and it is Penn Cambria 34, McCort 7, and they're going to receive the kickoff. And Jeannie, you got anything you want to share?
I sure do. First off, I got a text from Jody and Corey Bear. They're listening at home. Thanks for listening.
Good.
Good luck to Coach Smith and the McCort Carroll Crushers from your friends at Game Day Apparel. Stop in and see Game Day Apparel at their new location at 960 Eisenhower Boulevard for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Dress your team for success with the latest styles of sportswear. For the best quality with the lowest prices in the area, contact Game Day Apparel.
And going back to our campus ministry information we want to share with you, the campus ministry newsletter comes out every month. The first one came out in September, and another one will be coming out next week. And we want to congratulate Nicole Fratrich and Morgan Casso for doing a lot of good work. And Father Crookston and Mrs. Ravetti were able to get a gentleman in to speak to the teachers during Teacher in Service this week, a fellow by the name of Bud Harrell, a theology teacher at Fordham. And he was speaking to our teachers about growing faith through the 4 B's. And, you got to live it. You got to belong. You got to become. You got to believe. You got to be on. And you got to live your faith. And you got to share that with your students each and every day. Here's the kickoff. Ferguson gets it on the 25, the 30, the 35. And he fumbles the football. And Penn Cambria picks it up on. And the gentleman that recovered the football for Penn Cambria was number 4, Chase Plasick. And that's our 6th turnover of the game, and that's not good. 6:05 left in the third quarter. But anyway, that's some information about campus ministry, and a lot of good things happening there. And a good shout-out to Mrs. Ravetti, who just does a lot of great work with that group as well.
Well, I do want to make note for Dr. Matthew Radkowski and the team at Allegheny Orthodontic Associates. They wish McCort Carroll Crushers the best of luck this season. At AOA, the goal is to provide the best possible orthodontic experience. Using the newest proven technologies, patients enjoy beautiful smiles in a most efficient manner. With 3 convenient locations, Allegheny Orthodontics strives to create a fun-friendly atmosphere with a team that is committed to serving your needs. Allegheny Orthodontic Associates, a proud sponsor of Bishop McCort. Go Crushers!
Well, it's second, and they picked up no yardage on that dive into the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, the ball on the Crushers' 43-yard line, and the pass goes high, and it's almost picked off. Went off the hands of number 21, Derek Height, and number 8 for the Crushers almost picked that thing off. And with all that being said, a couple of the Crushers showed up in the Tribune Democrat top performers this week. You had number Lucas Connor, our kicker, is 6th in the area with 25 kicking points. And Bentley Bailey is 2nd in the area in interceptions with 5. So there's a couple of Crushers that showed up in the top performers this week. Penn Cambria has quite a few, gentlemen, young players that are in this top performers, and one of the Crushers I missed was Luke Stevens, the middle linebacker for the Crushers, is 6th in tackles, and he has 78 on the season. And so those are 3 Crushers that are doing some good stuff on the football field, and they show up as some of the top performers for the Tribune Democrat. And we did mention that we appreciate all that the Tribune Democrat provides for us as far as stats are concerned. So now it's 3rd and 10, the ball on the 43-yard line. Penn Cambria, they're on McCort's 43-yard line, and they take their first timeout of the half.
Ralph, I know that no one can see this, but I have to point it out to you. There's this little boy across the field that is beating the snot out of that tackle dummy, and he's been doing it for like 15 minutes.
He's in his own little world over there.
He's over there by himself, just doing some damage.
Gave it a little karate chop there.
Yeah.
Number 12 on the run again, and number 24 for the Crushers is able to bring him down before he breaks completely in the open. That was Josh Spontak for the Crushers, and the quarterback for Penn Cambria is having himself a pretty good football game. That's number 10. That's Brady Jones. And, of course, Gavin Harold as well having himself a nice football game for Penn Cambria. And their offensive line just doing some good stuff here from about the middle of the second quarter on. A handoff to number 2, and that's Thomas Plunkett. And he picks up a couple of And Jeannie, it's when with turnovers, it's tough to put your defense in those difficult situations.
Yeah. Well, you know what? And you have to, when you have turnovers against you, you have to make the stop right away. What we haven't done is that with every turnover that we've had, we haven't been able to capitalize on any except for one. So, I mean, you have to look at those, and they make the difference in a game. The one thing I will say is the McCort team has not had a ton of penalties this game.
Here's a little. It looked like number 12 is going to try to throw it like a little halfback pass, and wide open in the end zone. I believe that is number 8 for Penn Cambria. No, that's number 9. Excuse me. That's Carter McDermott, and a little toss going right and a little halfback pass across the formation. And Sunshine Jill delivering fudge to the stream team here.
Well, we need to thank Mrs. Bako, mother of Mike
and
Bako.
we understand that Mr. Bako's mom made that brownies, and we've eaten more than a few of them here, Mr. File, just so you know. They're pretty darn good. Thank you, Mrs. Bako. There's the extra point. It's good. And Penn Cambria 40, the Crushers 7.
Hey, parents, is your student ready for their own checking account? Ameriserve offers the perfect solution. Student Life Checking at Ameriserve is custom made for first-time account holders. Teach your kids financial responsibility with Ameriserve's easy-to-use checking account. The Student Life Checking account has all great features like free mobile and online banking and a Visa check card. Visit your local Ameriserve branch to get started today. Ameriserve Bank, member FDIC. Met's Culinary Management proudly serves the Bishop McCort family, whether providing daily fare in the cafeteria or offering catering for school events. Met strives to offer a variety of healthy choices in a safe environment. Met's Culinary Management wishes the Crushers of McCort Carroll football the best of luck during this season. Let's go, Crushers. Well, Ralph, I have to say, we're now 41-7, 4 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third quarter.
Pretty hard to win a football game when you turn it over 6 times, and we're not picking on anybody. We're not doing that. We're just making a point that you can't play the game that way. We came out like a house on fire, and we played a great first quarter, but the turnovers have haunted us. There's the kick. Ferguson's going to field it on the 15. He's over to 30, over to 35, and the Crushers are going to take over 1st and 10 on the right hash on their own 35-yard line. That would be the hash closest to the Penn Cambria sidelines. 41-7, 4 minutes and 4 seconds left in the third quarter.
And we're looking at starting a Crusher first down, sponsored by Corey Plaggy-Overdorf with Remax Power Associates.
Now, we're not in a situation where Penn Cambria is up by 35. They're actually up by 34, and we all know that at 35, you get the emergency, the running clock.
Right.
Okay, but we're not in that yet because we're only down 34. Let's put a drive together. Let's put a touchdown in the end zone.
Right.
Fair ball. No, I believe they've changed quarterbacks. I think they've changed quarterbacks. I think that looks like number 12 at quarterback, and that is
Angelo Gallucci.
That is Angelo Gallucci. Just a quality young man there, getting a chance to play the quarterback position here this evening. And they're all looking at their wristbands, and they're figuring out what the play is going to be. They've actually moved number 7, Faribault, into a receiver position. They've got a little bunch, a tight trip bunch to the short side of the field. It's 2nd down and 3 on the 42, and they give it to Faribault running right to left. And looks like he's going to get out and get the first down. So that's a good step in the right direction. Let's get this drive moving. Let's get down, score a touchdown. 1st and 10. Now the ball is going to be resting on the Crusher 47-yard line. We've got 2 receivers to the right. Now we've got trips to the right, moving Stevens out there. We got a single receiver to the short side. There's man-to-man coverage on that receiver. Gallucci barking it out. And we've got, Faribault was in the running back position to the right side of the quarterback, and he just kind of stepped forward before the ball was snapped, and you can't do that. So now legal procedure, it's 1st and 15. The ball on the 43-yard line, 2 minutes and 51 seconds left in the third quarter. And the play clock is running 18, 17, 16, 15. Gallucci in a shotgun, tight bunch trips to the wide side. Gallucci throws a little slant pass to the wide side, to the short side of the field, and number 8 hauls it in. Bentley Bainey, nice route, nice throw, good protection for the quarterback. We want to put a couple of those kind of plays together now, fellas. Come on.
Those short drives make a big difference.
So now it is 2nd and 4 from our 43. And Gallucci running right, number 21 for Penn Cambria. He comes busting in there and makes himself a big play and throws us for a loss of about 6 or 7, and that's going to bring up about third down and 8. And the ball's going to be on the 49-yard line. Actually, it's 3rd and 9 when you look at it. .137, 136, 135 on the game clock in the third quarter. Gallucci back to pass. Gallucci trying to find Luke Stevens, run a little curl route to the inside on the Penn Cambria 40-yard line. It falls incomplete, and that brings up 4th and 8. The ball resting on the McCort Carroll Crusher 49-yard line. And it looks like the punt team's going to come on. Punting for the Crushers will be Repko, number 17. He's got a 34.8-yard average. Your snapper is going to be number 34, Luke Stevens. And let's see if they've got anything up their sleeve with this punt team here. Penn Cambria in a kind of a safe look. They're not buying that they're just going to punt the football. And the Repko runs to his right, punts it, that little run rugby kick they call it, and downing it. It'd be number 24 for the Crushers, Josh Spontak, and he downs it on the Penn Cambria 19-yard line. Now, Jeannie, Coach Santoro, he gives out cheeseburgers.
I never go to cheeseburgers.
Well, you got to be on a special team, Jeannie.
Yes.
Okay, not that you're not special,
I am special,
Jeannie.
But I guess I'm not on the team.
So a bunch of cheeseburgers. We'll get to it in just a second. This is from last week's game against Bellefonte.
Gotcha.
1st and 10, Penn Cambria on their own 19-yard line. There's the snap, the handoff to number 2, running right to left, and number 75, Eli Zadney. I'll tell you what, Eli Zadney's been playing some great football the last 3 or 4 weeks. But these cheeseburgers from last week, Paquette, D'Elia, Hildebrand, Lanzendorfer, Page, Connor, Stevens, Dressick, Spontak, Repko, Ferguson, and I'm not done. Okay, I don't know if he's got a grill out back. What do you think? He's just cooking them out there. 2nd and 7, the ball on the 22. They're going to hand it off again to number 22. He breaks a couple tackles, and he's out over the 35-yard line on the 36. It'll be 1st and 10 on the left hash on the 36-yard line for Penn Cambria. Dressick, Hildebrand, Rodriguez.
Allshoe.
D'Elia, Fetzko, Zadney, Zernick, Stevens, Kutskill, Connor, and the special teams player of the week from last week was Lucas Connor. And so there you have it. A lot of cheeseburgers going out.
Did they actually get cheeseburgers?
I do believe they actually do. Okay. You want to get a cheeseburger, you got to get on a special team. You want to be on the kickoff team, Sunshine Jill? We'll get you a cheeseburger. Okay. Okay. So now she wants to punt the ball. Now she wants to be the punter.
She wants to be the punter. She wants to be the weather girl. She wants everything.
Third quarter is going to run out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and each team's going to go to their respective sidelines. And for our fans out there, we have no idea where we'll be traveling next week. We got some ideas, but we don't want to put it out there and then it's wrong, okay?
Right.
But just keep in mind, just like the security has been ramped up here at Sargent Stadium at the Point, you can bet your life that you're going to need clear bags. Don't be surprised if you've got to go through the gauntlet and be wanded or go through a metal detector. That's just a sign of the times, and it's about the safety of everybody involved. And I don't know this one for sure. I'm sure we'll put something on social media about whether we'll be selling any pre-sale tickets before we head up to wherever we're headed next Friday. So just some things to think about.
Ralph, when do you think that they'll announce that?
I think it will be official sometime tonight, but I would think that Mr. Bako would probably get some emails either late tonight or tomorrow morning, I would have to think.
Okay, I'm surprised that we don't know at this point, to be honest.
And Jeannie, something else that I think that we want to mention is that we're going to have a winter sports regular season stream team.
We are.
But we're not going to announce those yet until we finalize all that. But you'll be able to listen now. We won't be doing every single game, but we're going to do what we can do. And so there will be a winter sports regular season stream of games. Basketball season, wrestling, and as far as if teams make the playoffs, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yep, for sure. But we have a little bit of a conversation going on down there. Don't know what's going on there.
These guys haven't had that many conferences, though.
No, they have not.
2nd and 11, the ball on the 36-yard line, Penn Cambria in possession.
Ralph, you talked a little bit about the co-op and how well it's working. And I can't help but notice how many schools around the region have begun to co-op all different sports. I mean, football in particular, but a lot of different sports.
2nd and 11, ball on the 36-yard line, Penn Cambria on the left hash. There's the snap. Quarterback running right. He's got a receiver, number 9, and that's Carter McDermott on the sidelines, and they pick up a first down. They pick up about 11 yards. And, a lot of Crusher fans have come up to me and talked to me about that they really think it's a great thing that the Carroll and McCort are co-oping in different sports, football, soccer, and they believe it's just a great thing. And glad it's catching on and glad everybody's supporting the deal.
Well, you know what, Ralph? It's one of those things that you can't even say anything about, we're glad we do it, because look at the number of schools right within our general area that have had to co-op sports.
Yep.
And in order to have a viable team, many schools have had to go to that. And I think it really, really encourages community bonding.
There's no doubt about it. I agree with you 100%.
And it's all about community, and that's exactly what it does.
And we want the fans to know that the Harris Funeral Home players of the game will be announced at the completion of the game. It's 1st and 15 for Penn Cambria on the right hash. They got motion going left to right, and the handoff right up the guts. I believe that's number 2, Thomas Plunkett, and nothing doing there. I'm not sure that he gained much yardage, if any yardage. Actually, he lost about a half a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 15 and a half for all of you math teachers out there.
I was never real strong in math, Ralph, I have to tell you.
Well, Jeannie, I don't know what to tell you about that. I'm just glad I can count to 10.
Listen, math and science were not mine, but English and history, I was all about it. Those are my Trivial Pursuit pies.
There you go. So now we got 2nd and 15. They put 2 receivers to the wide side of the field, shotgun, sidecar left. Coming off the edge is number 24 for the Crushers. That is Josh Spontak. He was at his outside linebacker position, and he was creeping up. They put him on the blitz, and he ran it down, and I believe that they lost a yard or 2 on that one.
Yeah.
Great defensive call there, and Spontak responds and makes a play. And that's going to be, I believe, about 3rd and 17. That's going to be about a 2-yard loss.
And we are in the 4th quarter, which is sponsored by Shore Construction. Colin Shore for all your construction.
Quarterback running right, looking for a receiver. He can't find anybody. He's going to bring it down, and he gets knocked out of bounds there. Luke Stevens was there. 74 was there. Number 74, that's a Rocco Fetzko. Oh, Fetzko. Tell you what, he's made a couple nice plays in this game, Fetzko.
Yep.
And Stevens has as well. So now it's Penn Cambria's in a punting situation. It's going to be 4th and 10. The ball resting on their 48-yard line. 10:21 left in the football game. Penn Cambria 41, McCort Carroll Crushers 7. Left-footed punter is a line drive end over end thing, and I believe Ferguson signaled for a fair catch, and the Crushers are going to take over on the 21-yard line. Well, I can, Jeannie. I always have to give a shout out to my JMU Dukes. They're 7-0. Maria and I went to the Georgia Southern game last Saturday. We had a blast. And then last night on ESPN, they bumped off Marshall 20-9. They're 7-0, and so they're not going to play again until next week. And we'll talk a little bit more about that next week.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
You can't wait for that segment, huh, Jeannie?
I know. I can't wait for the JMU report. I'm hoping hey, my Pitt Panthers had a good game this past weekend.
Oh, don't get me started. I don't want any of the Pitt Panther fans to rush the press box here. Mr. Shellhammer's clapping over there. I saw him wearing his Pitt shirt in school the other day.
You should. Oh, there goes a flag.
I gave him a bit of a rough time, though.
I always knew I liked Mike Shellhammer. Now that I know he's a Pitt fan, he just took a notch up in my book.
Oh, Mr. Shellhammer's climbing the ladder of friendship here in the press box.
Speaking of Pitt, tomorrow night at the LCR event at McCort, supporting boys and girls basketball programs, we do have prizes that for Pitt basketball and Pitt football tickets. That is at supportmccourt.org. Tune in there right now, and you can take your chance on some great prizes. That is supportmccourt.org.
The Crushers try a quick screen to the wideout. Gallucci trying to hook up with Ferguson, and just couldn't make it happen. So now it's going to be 2nd and 15 for the Crushers from their own 11-yard line. .03 on the clock. The clock will start when the ball's snapped here, and they're running the jet sweep to Ferguson, and he's running left to right, and he picks up about 5. And number 4, Chase Plasick makes a big play for Penn Cambria. So it's 3rd and 9. We need to knock out a first down. Look, bottom line here is let's go down and score a touchdown. Okay, let's take a little bit of sting out of the whole thing. 3rd and 9, the ball on the 22-yard line. 2 receivers to the left. Ball on the right hash. We've got the tight trips bunt to the short side of the field, and Gallucci sending motion right to left. They fake it, and he's got Faribault wide open, 20, 25, 30. Faribault was in the tight slot to the short side of the field, and he ran a route coming all the way back from right to left, and he found a seam in the flat. He was wide open, and the Crushers pick up a first down.
And it's a Crusher first down sponsored by Don and Aaron Colvin of Remax Power Associates.
1st and 10, the ball on the 31-yard line. 9:17 left in the football game. The Crushers have knocked out a first down, and hopefully this is the start of a productive drive for the Crushers. We got trips to the wide side. We got single coverage to the bottom of the screen. Looks for Ferguson. Ferguson breaks a tackle, and
He's
Ferguson,
got about 7 yards.
Shaq picks up about 7 yards, fighting and wiggling his way. I got to give the Crushers a lot of credit. When you look at the scoreboard, it's not fun, but they haven't quit. They haven't given up. And you want to finish this game strong, because next week becomes just a huge game in the big scheme of things, because whoever we play next week, if we can pick up a win, could quite possibly bump us right into the playoffs. 2nd down and 4. The ball on the 37. Gallucci keeps it. He's up the guts. He cuts to his right, and Gallucci, nice run by Gallucci. He's driven out of bounds.
And that's another Crusher first down sponsored by Don and Aaron Colvin of Remax Power Associates.
Number 27 for Penn Cambria, Marcus Eckenrode on the play. Starting to see a few fresh jerseys on the field for Penn Cambria as they make some substitutions, giving some of their second-line guys a chance to play. McCourt's not worried about that. McCort needs the amount of drive. That's what they need to do. It doesn't matter who's in the other jerseys.
Right.
And there is faking the jet sweep, and you got Faribault again wide open in the left flat, and then we cross the 50-yard line. We pick up probably about 2 yards, maybe 2.5. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. The ball on the Penn Cambria 48-yard line. 8:07 left in the football game, and the clock is running. Gallucci in the shotgun. Snap. He's looking to his left.
Nice.
He catches number 8, Bentley Bainey, running that little slant route. Some people call it a little skinny post, okay, but wide open, and it does a great job of looking it in, tucking it away, and
Bentley Bainey, as freshman, has really made a name for himself on this team.
Oh, yes, and
He's done a lot of
Faribault
great
kind of
things.
limps off, and they bring 24 in the game, Josh Spontak, to replace him. Gallucci under pressure. He looks.
Oh, no.
Smart decision by Gallucci. He throws it away.
Good job.
2nd down and 10. The ball on Penn Cambria's 30-yard line. 41-7. 7:18 left in the game. Crushers are on the drive. They're on the move. Wherever you're at, Crusher fans, send them some positive energy. Send them some love. Move them on. Spur them on. Scream, yell, I don't know. But let's just finish this as strong as we possibly can. Gallucci fakes the jet sweep, and he was going to break it. Oh, shoestring tackle there. I believe that's number 54 for Penn Cambria. That's Aiden Himmer. He is a sophomore, 5'7", 165 on the football field for the Penn Cambria Panthers. That tight bunch trips to the right. That's the ball's in the middle of the field. And we fake the handoff. And Gallucci's going deep. He's got a receiver. Oh, I think that's a flag. There should be a flag there.
That was pass interference?
Well, he had the receiver wide open. I'm trying to get a number on our receiver.
It was 2020, right?
Number 20, that's Toby Biquette. But the defender for Penn Cambria never played the ball. He actually ran to our receiver. If he'd have looked back, I don't think he'd have got the interference, but he just put his hands up and never turned to play the ball and ran into our receiver, and that's pass interference, and we'll take it.
You're darn right, we'll take it. That's a 1st and 10, sponsored by Don and Aaron Colvin, Remax Power Associates.
Okay, here we go, 1st and 10. The ball on Penn Cambria's 15-yard line in the middle of the field.
It is a Crusher Red Zone, sponsored by the 5th Local Eatery and Ale House. We had a hard time getting that out.
Gallucci fakes the handoff on the jet sweep and keeps it. He may have picked up a yard. It's going to be tight. Depends on where they spot it. It's going to bring up a 2nd down. The Crushers can get a 1st down on the 5-yard line. They're saying that from the spot that he didn't gain anything. 2nd and 10, the ball on the 15. 6:08, 6:07 left in the football game. Gallucci in the gun. They give it to the Ferguson running right to left, and Ferguson manages to break a tackle, and he just keeps rambling and jambling down the field. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, and he looks like he picked up about 8. Yeah. Boy, if he could have kept his feet, huh? 3rd, and the scoreboard says 3. From what I'm looking at, it looks more like 2, but 3rd and 2. The ball on the 7-yard line. The Crushers can pick up a 1st down on the 5.
Ferguson was really tripped up early, and he held that together and got himself from other
rumbled and stumbled down Bumble Street Hill, right?
Where do you come up with those?
Oh, it's a book I used to read to my kids.
There's
a handoff. I think that's number 24.
Is that a 1st down?
Josh Spontak. Hey. I don't know. Looking for the spot here. No, there's no questions about what you're going to do here. You're going to, if you didn't get the first down, you're going to try to get it.
Yeah, why not?
It's going to be 4th down. He picked up possibly a yard. Now there's a discussion going on here. I'm not sure what that's all about. Coach Smith did ask a question. Now they're saying we got a first down.
Oh.
So I'm not sure what's going on here.
Let me give you some scores, Ralph.
Do it.
Bedford 7, Greater Johnstown 0 in the fourth quarter. We have Chestnut Ridge 10, Richland 21 fourth quarter. Central 27, Clearfield 21 in the third quarter. We have Forest Hills 53, Somerset area 13. We have that, and that's it because Bishop Guilfoyle plays tomorrow.
So now we got 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. We're on the left hash. Everybody's looking to the sidelines to get plays right now. And if Richland can hang on, they'll be number 1 in the West, and they'll play Central in the East for what is considered the LHAC championship game.
Well, you know what? They've certainly got the momentum because they were behind until quite recently. Somebody
so now
did a timeout.
We got a timeout on the field. McCort takes the timeout. Want to talk things over a little bit. 4:17 left in the game. The Crushers have 1st and goal on the 5-yard line, and they're going to spot the ball on the left hash. Crushers got to punch this one in. Come on, fellas.
That's what I'm saying.
Got to punch this one in.
Brett Insurance takes this moment to salute a winning team on and off the field. The McCort Carroll Crushers, from opening kickoff to the final call, Brett Insurance knows they will give it all. Remember, for personal, commercial, life, and motorcycle insurance, trust Brett Insurance. Brett Insurance, proud to be a sponsor of McCort Carroll football.
4:17 left in the football game. 1st and goal from the 5. It's going to be on the left hash. We see some medical personnel moving on the field. We have no idea where they're going, who they're going to take care of. But, trainers and EMTs and doctors, we just appreciate all they do to keep these players as healthy as possible and as safe as possible.
But I didn't see any players
I didn't see anybody.
I'm wondering if it's a spectator.
1st down. They've tried to run the jet sweep to Shaquille Ferguson. It's going to become 2nd down. And I see our administrative team, Coach Fowl, Mr. Bako, they're going to try to figure out what's happening there. God bless them. They're Johnny's on the spot for sure. 2nd down and goal to goal from the 2.
Here we go.
3:44, 3:43 left in the football game. Gallucci's going to get under center here. He's going to keep it. And I believe he picked up at least a yard. Oh, they're saying he scored a touchdown.
Well, there you go, Angelo.
Angelo Gallucci, that's fantastic. Angelo, very nice young man, quality student athlete, and glad to see him out there getting a chance to play quarterback. 3:31 left in the football game. Penn Cambria 41, the Crushers 13, and our good friend Mr. Stevens, Mr. Connor coming on to kick this extra point. Snap, hold, kick. And he's perfect. He's perfect on the season. 15 for 15, Jeannie. I don't know if you can get any better than that.
No way.
So now the Crushers, they find a little bit of momentum here late in the game, 41-14, and we don't want to beat a dead horse, but the 6 turnovers have not helped the cause at all, and it's just glad to see that they're still out there realizing there's another football game left to be played next week, and their dreams and hopes and their goals of making the playoffs are still alive, and we'll find out who our opponent is next week. If we can get that win, there's a good chance that they'll sneak into the playoffs, but you can't say that for sure and until all the dust settles.
That's right. Well, right now I want to talk about McElwain School Bus Lines and McElwain Charters and Tours. They are a proud sponsor of McCort Carroll, and McCort Carroll Catholic Football and Bishop McCort. McElwain has been providing the region with safe and reliable transportation for over 75 years. The McElwain family wishes the McCort Carroll football team all the best for a successful season. Let's go, Crushers.
So it's 3 minutes and 31 seconds left in the football game. Penn Cambria 41, the McCort Carroll Crushers of 14. And I got to give Coach Smith and his staff all the credit in the world that they kept their kids motivated. They kept them in the football game as much as they possibly could. They mount a drive, and they get on the scoreboard, and that's a real positive thing. Connor's going to kick from the right hash. We've got 6 kickoff defenders to the left of them. We've got 4 kickoff defenders to the right, and you got to wonder if they're going to try an onside or
no.
And they squib kick it on the ground. It's bouncing and rolling all over the place. And not sure why Penn Cambria's guy, number 9, did that. I mean, he had the potential to return that kickoff. Not sure what his theory was there. Unless he was told to do that, that's highly possible.
Right.
You know. But 1st and 10 for Penn Cambria. And they are on their own 15-yard line. The ball's going to be spotted on the left hash. And it looks like Penn Cambria has put some new personnel in there. Number 15 for Penn Cambria, Evan Latterner, is at quarterback now, and he hands it off to – he actually keeps the ball.
Yeah.
He did a great job. He did a great job of faking.
I was watching the other guy.
Yeah, he did an absolutely great job of faking that football.
Because he faked us out, Ralph.
Well, it's not that easy. It's not that hard to fake us out.
No, it is certainly not.
We get faked out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
41-14, 3 minutes and 3 minutes and 3 seconds left in the football game. Number 24 gets the football, and number 12 comes up and makes the tackle from his cornerback position, Angelo Gallucci. Angelo Gallucci having himself a pretty good fourth quarter here, on both sides of the football. And Angelo, one of those guys, when all these McCort kids and Carroll kids, as they continue to mature, they're going to have themselves a special football team. And it all starts with this football team right here tonight. And obviously we're going to lose this game, but we got life, and we got to find out who our opponent is next week, and we got to beat them. And there's the handoff to number 24 again, and Gallucci again on the tackle, and he's got some help from number 22, Marquise Gordon. 2:15, 2:14 left in the football game, and the clock is running, and Penn Cambria just wants to run it out and get it out. It looks as if the medical personnel, the ambulance crew, is carting off one of the Penn Cambria players, and we don't speculate on medical issues. All we do is send a prayer for the young man from Penn Cambria that he's okay. And in today's world, sometimes it looks worse than it is because they got to take so many precautions.
Well, he's sitting up. He's alert. He seems.
Well, let's hope he's good, and all of our Crusher Nation out there, send him a prayer and hope that his health is good and it's nothing major. The Crushers are starting. They've emptied their bench. They got their second defensive unit on the field right now. 1:45 seconds left in the game, and number 15 fakes the jet sweep and keeps it, and he's running over the 50, over the 40. 35, 30, and he's brought out of bounds on the 20-yard line by number 80, Emery Gumby. Emery getting a chance to get in the varsity football game and makes a touchdown-saving tackle. And Penn Cambria now puts their first unit on the field. Not sure what you got to, and Coach may have put him out there just to run the clock out. Maybe his second unit doesn't have all the nuances of running the clock out, and they just wanted to. But yeah, they're in the victory formation. They've got one of their players 15 yards back, and this is something that not every offensive unit on your team does. So he put his first team out there to run the clock out and end this football game. And class act, Coach Felis, and we all do appreciate that. And coaching to the end, God bless them all, man. So now it's going to be 1st and 15, the ball on the Crushers' 25-yard line, and Penn Cambria is just going to run it out. They're not in class act, Coach Felix, and I know his dad and his family very well. Wonderful people, and God bless them as well. And we wish Penn Cambria the best as the season flushes out. They're second in Double-A coming into the game behind Richland, and we wish them well moving forward. And the Crushers are going to have to regroup and pull this thing together and pull out a win next week and get themselves in the playoffs and win a playoff game.
Well, Ralph, do we want to, I know the game's not over, but do we want to talk about the Harris Funeral Home players of the game?
Yep, for the Penn Cambria Panthers, we've got Brady Jones, Gavin Harold, and Derek Height as the players of the game. For the Crushers, we have Shaquille Ferguson, Brody Lanzendorfer, and Eli Zazadny as your players of the game. And we thank the Harris Funeral Home for sponsoring the players of the game.
Well,
Jeannie, God bless you. We're going to do it again next week.
Let's do it again next week. Sounds great.
Hey.
And God willing, the week after that.
Yes, exactly. So we want to tell everybody, please, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If all the fans, wherever you're headed, please drive home safely and have a great Friday evening and have a great weekend. And say a prayer for all these student athletes that they continue to stay healthy as much as they possibly can in a very difficult game of football. And God bless all and have a great one. And hats off to the McCort Carroll Crushers as we head into the last game of the regular season game.
Yes.
Take care, Jeannie. God bless.
Thanks, Ralph.